good. I'm good. Good weather today. Yep.
Man, thank goodness the wind is dying down.
Yeah, yesterday would have been bad.
Yes.
Yes. It's our senior night. Yep. So we might be able to give you a couple extra minutes. I don't know if you're.
Yeah, because we're going to announce that we're going to stream the senior night.
We are. Stream right here. It looks good.
He brought us some pizza.
Yeah, did he? Was he holding 2 boxes of pizzas?
Hunt Brothers Pizza. That's what he
Brother,
brought
yeah,
us.
he did. It's a supreme and a cheese. Yeah, he did. Yeah, we will.
Hey, Mike, is that live hearing us?
Brody,
Testing 1, 2, 3.
your head's in it. 15 seconds.
Right now, brother.
Ready. My mom was telling me that when you listen on the radio out there,
Is it a minute behind?
no, radio's on point, but when you're on your phone is when it's a minute behind.
Oh, the internet.
The internet.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
what
good
she
to
was telling
know.
me. Yep.
We'll watch what we say because that video is always on the audio,
Yeah, for real.
even when we're in break.
This one?
Yes,
It is?
it's on right now. They can hear us.
Okay.
D Mayfield.
Statistician Cameron Miller.
All right.
Zach and Laura Miller.
Yeah, see if you can. I wonder if you
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Statistician Clarissa Roman and her parents Jose and Angelica Roman.
Is this the. What are they announcing
The
here?
trainers.
Oh, okay.
Mike, you got those guys? It looks good.
Statistician Aaliyah Salazar and her mother Sarah Salinas. Number 3, Hayden Tuck and his parents Tony and Ashley Tuck.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Andrews Mustang Baseball here in Andrews. I'm Gavin here with Dimitri. Say hi, Dimitri.
What's going on, Gavin?
We want to thank all of you guys, all you Mustang sports sponsors, and a special group, Mustang Radio Sports Boosters, that make it possible to hear the games on the internet at kactradio.com by clicking on the FM button. And Dimitri gave me a info there. Like if you're listening on KACT Radio at the ballpark, it's about a minute behind.
Yes.
But if you're on FM 105, which I hope you are, it's instantaneous.
Yeah,
So
it's supposed to be live. You should be.
it's close to live. And also tonight we are live streaming on our Facebook page, the Voice of Andrews Mustang Baseball on Facebook. Go check it out. We're having senior night right now.
Yep, they're calling out the seniors, which I've had a blast seeing them. Looks like the seniors coming out, the trainers as well, coming out with their mom and dad.
And I tell you what, if you're just now listening, coming out from work, you have only 2 opportunities left to see some of these seniors play at home in a Mustang uniform, and you don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it. These seniors have been fun to watch, and the underclassmen showing the appreciation as they're bringing that gift out and giving them a hug. You know, It's good to see teammates give a hug.
And if you want to see it, go to our page. Like I said, Mike Hudson's over here helping us live stream. Shout out to Mike. We're going to send it back to Gerald at the station, but the video will stay on. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 and KACTradio.com. I'm Gavin with Dimitri. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Baseball Park. What'd you call it the other day?
Mustang Ballpark.
Mustang Ballpark. Welcome to Mustang Ballpark. We're getting ready to get underway. Senior night tonight, like we said. Mustang seniors were just introduced with their parents. Hey, I did a little something special for the lineup on Facebook. I added some of the parents.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said the kids usually get it, but I added the parents to the Facebook lineup graphic.
You know, I'm raising my kids playing baseball. I know you are too. The parents need some appreciation.
They do.
They've been doing this for probably 10, 12 years, something like that.
Thank you, Mom and Dad,
yeah,
for
Mom and Dad deserve appreciation.
$100,000 bats and shoes and jocks and cups that we leave on the table.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
Mustangs taking the field. Who's starting for the Mustangs tonight?
So starting today is going to be a lot of the same of what we got, but Parker James starting on the mound for us. He had a pretty good outing. I think he had 0 earned runs and only 4 hits in his last outing against Fort Stockton. So he's going to be starting on the hump for the Mustangs. Leading off will be Tuck, Hagen Tuck, the senior. We had a graphic where he got his 100th hit last game.
Yeah, he did on that line drive single down top of the 5th inning against Monahans.
Yeah.
In Monahans, he recorded his 100th hit. We had to go back and look at that.
Yeah, that was good timing for you to do your research. But he's leading us off with a .438 batting average. Second will be Garrick Morris. He's playing second for us. He'll be following Tuck. After him, it'll be Braden Williams, the sophomore, batting .403 for the Mustangs. After that, it'll be Bryson Diaz, the DH, for the Mustangs. He's batting .281, but he's starting to come around. Had some good RBI opportunity in last game. Following Bryson, we'll have Cooper Iverson playing right field for the Mustangs, who's been on a hot streak. He's got his batting average up to let's see. I'm looking at the wrong Iverson. .395 is what he has. After Iverson, we got Dalen Jeffcoats, our team leader in batting average at a .521. So he's been hot all year long.
That is astronomical.
Yeah.
That's a season stat.
That's a season
That's
stat,
not just district. That's a season
not district. It's not 5 games, not 6 games. It's all season long with the tournaments and everything. And as a sophomore, he's settled right in, hit the ground running, hasn't he?
And you can see he's comfortable at the plate.
Yes.
He's disciplined at the plate, and he's got a great 2-strike approach.
Man.
So when he's down 0-2, he's going to foul it off, or he's going to punch one out there just soft.
Yeah, that's what a hitter does, right? After Dalen Jeffcoats, we're going to have Aiden Alivis, our team leader in RBIs. Aiden batting a .333 for the season. And then we'll have our first freshman, Jayshawn DeBose, who's hit his groove. He's found a few hits and strung a few hits in the games, batting a .255 playing left field. And then our shortstop, batting 9th, is Evan Munoz, who had a great outing at shortstop to help Raleigh Clark secure that perfect game last game. So.
Yeah. For the Monahans Lobos, Nathan Swarb on the mound for the Monahans. Salcedo playing outside. I don't have a lineup here for him. Rodriguez playing shortstop for Monahans. Montez, he pitched against us previously on third base. Mitchell out in left field. Montgomery on second base. Uranga is DH for Monahans Lobos. Burrow first base. Milleron catcher, and rounding it out, I think he's not batting, but Carrasco out there in right field for those Lobos.
Right.
Your Andrews Mustangs are alone at the top of the district in first place, 6-1. Monahans down at the bottom at 1-6.
1-6, yeah. But that number one win, or that one win, was against who we were chasing in Seminole Indians, right? So that one win helped the Mustangs out.
We needed that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, they come through, but that one win also tells you that this is baseball. Anything could happen. Right, and so we can't come out here thinking we're going to get this win real easy. You know, they got a pitcher on their mound that had a great game against Seminole, so we got to take it serious and let's go out here and play some ball.
We do, and Coach Leps down there is standing there with over 400 wins.
It's impressive.
Coach Morris got his 100th last season, I believe. But coaches at the plate, umpires at the plate, we're getting ready to get this one started. National anthem should be following us. We're going to send it back to Gerald at the station. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 and KACTradio.com. Gavin here with Dimitri. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
go and sweep them, we should win the district.
Yeah.
If they come and sweep us, then they'll end up on top, right? So,
Yeah, currently Andrews at 6-1, Seminole at 5-2, Pecos sitting at 4-3, Greenwood 3-4, Fort Stockton 2-5, and Monaghan's having a tough time this season at 1-6.
yep. And just a reminder, we're streaming this on our Facebook page, The Voice of the Mustangs Baseball. So you'll be able to watch live, listen to our voice, and just like you're watching a Major League Baseball game.
Yeah, watching baseball. Again, thanks so much to Mike Hudson for helping us out,
Yes.
getting this going. I've been wanting him to do this all season.
Yeah.
And teaching us. We actually had a center field camera lined up, but I think we blew a transistor. So I had called to bring it to the dugout, but I think that one blew out. They're getting ready to play the national anthems. We're going to send it to Gerald for a minute. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 and KACTradio.com. We'll see you in a minute.
Just tap me when you.
The mound for your Mustangs coming in with 6 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves. Uh, Only allowed 51 hits, 31 runs. Has an ERA of 3.56 for the season.
Yeah, he's pitched really well, especially coming into district play. He's pitched really well. He's got himself in a little bit of trouble with hit by pitches, but other than that, he's been able to get himself out of some jams. Had some good defense behind him a couple games ago, and he's been feeling it this year as his senior year
Yeah,
as a senior.
you're right. You talk about that defense. Last game, defense really stepped up and helped.
Yeah.
Raleigh Clark pitched that perfect game. You know, I saw Midland Times posted it. Jacob and from CBS 7 posted it.
Yeah, that's cool.
But man, the defense really. Evan Munoz had 2 big plays in shortstop to help with that perfect game.
He really did, and he had probably his best game out in the field as a freshman. So
I'm sure he needed that. Aiden Olivas also caught a nice fly ball that the wind was playing with.
yeah,
Cooper Iverson caught one. He almost ran into Aiden, but you can't throw a perfect game by yourself.
and there's Tug throwing it down to finish the warm-ups, and here we go. We're about to play some ball.
Again, if you're listening out in the fence there, if you want to go to Voice of Andrews Mustang, Mike Hudson's helping us out, going live. You see some live views right now.
Yeah. Technology is a great thing sometimes.
Mike Bill says he can barely hear us. I don't know what that's about. We'll work on it, Bill.
Yeah. So on the up to bat for the Monahans, a left-handed batter, Nathan Schwarb, their pitcher. So they're leading off with their pitcher number 5. First pitch was outside for ball 1. There's another ball hit about the same spot. They called that one a strike, so they called both of them a strike.
They call that one a ball, actually.
That one a ball. Well, it looked like he went.
It did.
Umpire might have said a strike. So scoreboard shows 2 balls, no strikes. So
Parker James probably got a lot of adrenaline going on.
yeah,
He's to find his groove, but he'll find it.
Yeah, senior night, he just walked out with his parents, and there's a foul ball out to the third base coach that he tried to hacky sack but missed it. So
Yeah, Coach Left's been around a while. He knows. He's like, I ain't gonna let that one hit my foot.
yeah,
He's smart.
Scoreboard's on 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think they did call one of those a strike. So there's a ball high and outside for ball 3. So now we got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes here on the leadoff batter for the Monahans Lobos. Here comes the payoff pitch, and that was a curveball. Didn't quite, kind of hung it outside for ball 4. So leadoff walk for the Monahans Lobos, and starting off with two balls. Parker battled back to a full count, but wasn't able to finish him off.
Looks like Parker's trying to work that breaking ball early in this match.
Yep, yeah, he did.
Trying to catch that outside corner. Let's see how he does with the righty up to bat.
Yep, so for Monahans, we got their center fielder, Adin Salcedo, up to bat. He squares up to bunt. Looks like he was going to try to move the runner, but he pulls back for ball 1. So I wouldn't be surprised if he bunts again. They didn't get no runs, no hits on us the first game, so they're probably going to manufacture some runs when they have an opportunity to.
You're absolutely right. And bunting, playing small ball, is a way to do it.
Yeah, you're right. So see if he squares up again right here. Their center fielder. Nope, he's swinging. That ball hits the corner for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Salcedo.
We are just in the top of the first inning, just getting underway.
Yep. So
Pickoff attempt to first, not even close. He's safe.
And just like every game here at the hometown, at 7 o'clock, the sun's coming down in the west, and it's in the first base, second base, and right fielder's eyes. So they'll be battling that for about an hour. There's a foul ball off to the right side out of play for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Salcedo.
JV1 played before this. How'd they do? I wasn't here.
It was a 15-run rule. They won 18-3 in 4 innings, I believe. So just they continuing that trend that they have been doing. And
yesterday the JV2 also. So we got some talent coming up when these seniors leave.
JV2 won 23-1. There's another pickoff attempt. He slides in safe. So Parker trying to keep them close.
My buddy over there on Monahans coaches JV, Wesley, man. I'm gonna go say hi to him after this game. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here. Top of the first inning, Monahans with a runner on first.
Yeah, after a leadoff walk by Parker, but there's a ball high and inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Parker got another pitch or 2 to play with. Try to get a strike.
And we got a gift earlier.
Yeah, we did. Danny Porter walked up with 2 boxes of pizzas, and I didn't know who he was bringing them to, but it was for us.
Danny Porter came through.
Was that Hunt's Pizza?
Hunt Brother Pizza.
Hunt Brother Pizza. There's a ground ball to the right side.
It's going to get through. Both runners going to be safe. They're going to be moving. Actually,
So
Swar moves from first to third.
Yep. That one, Dalen looked like he had a track on it. It was just out of reach for Dalen at first, and Garrick wasn't able to get to it either. So it squeezed by to the right fielder. Schwarb goes to third, but Salcedo has to hold up at first. So just like that, runners on first and third, still no outs here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, I don't think Monahans like getting no hit.
Yeah, you're right. And now that you say that, people hold that personal. You know what I mean? They knew that when we came home, we were going to be talking about it all week.
And I'm sure they saw it on Facebook.
They probably saw it on Facebook.
They probably threw their phones away.
Yeah, social media. I know some of these kids probably talking to each other on Snapchat and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably that we know hit you. You know what I mean? So
you're right. Parker James looking in. The pitch misses inside, ball 1.
So now we got their right-handed batter, Diego Rodriguez. He's playing shortstop for the Monahans Lobos. So 1 ball, no strikes. There's a foul ball to the backstop for 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on. Runner on first and third. They got Schwarb at third and Salcedo at first. He's their center fielder, so I imagine he has a little bit of speed. He might be going at any time in this first and third situation.
I think the sound went low again, Mike, from what I'm reading there.
He's going to second. We throw him and we get him out at second, and they stay at third. So first and third situation, just like I was saying, Salcedo tries to steal second, Tuck guns him. Evan with a nice scoop and a tag, and one out. Runner stays on third with Rodriguez up to bat. And before all that happened, that ball was called a strike. So.
It was. I was trying to catch up on Game Changer, and Hagan went ahead and messed me up.
Yeah, he did.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here early going here. Monahan's with a runner, their leadoff runner on third base, Swarb. Trying to get that early lead here.
Yeah, and that's really big. Trying to, I don't like to try to be humble here, but with a better team, if you can come out and score against them, and kind of put them on
puts them in
the
a hole.
hills. Yeah, put them in the hole. And I believe the Mustangs are a better team here. There's a ball on the inside, strike 3. So 2 outs. Parker James with the first strikeout. He just watched that one. So 2 outs. Schwarb stuck on third right now with their cleanup hitter coming up to bat. Ivan Montes. He's the one that pitched against us, I believe, or he did make an appearance on the mound.
He did.
He's their third baseman.
Here comes the pitch. Parker
pitch
James.
over the over the plate for strike 1. So starting ahead on him. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Still in the top of the first.
I think Parker had a little bit trouble with that lefty up to bat first.
Yeah, he was on the outside corner a lot on that one. And couldn't get it in over the plate, but.
And those same pitches, he's getting them called here. Here comes the pitch again.
There's a hit to center field. Aiden's trailing back.
It's going to be trouble.
That went over his head. It's going to go to the wall. Schwarb comes in to score. Montez walking into second with a stand-up RBI double. So that leadoff walk comes back and gets us. He scores with Montez in a double.
So Monahan strikes early, strikes first. 1-0 here with 2 outs.
Yeah, so up to bat now we got their 5-hole, Joaquin Mitchell, playing left field for them today.
Joanne Valenzuela, thanks for watching. Lauren, we missed your spots here. Our Hunt Brother Pizza taking your spots. There's a drive to shortstop.
Ground ball to shortstop. Evan picks him up, makes the throw, gets the out at first for out number 3. So the Mustangs get out of that inning, but not before the Monahans get their leadoff batter in for 1 run. So going into the bottom of the first, Monahans up 1-0. And you're listening to the Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 and KACTradio.com.
Baseball park here where your Mustangs are down 1-0 to Monahans. Monahans leading runner got walked. Ended up coming around to score there, but other than that, no real damage, Dimitri.
No.
We got some big sticks coming up for your Mustang. Hagan Tuck leading off. Garrick Morris after him in the hole. Braden Williams. And like we said earlier, Hagan Tuck collected his 100th hit in a varsity Mustang unit. I didn't go back and look at JV stats.
So you're talking about high school career.
High school career, yeah. His varsity.
When did he start varsity?
From what I saw,
sophomore year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw the COVID year stats, and that was depressing to look at. They stopped at like 13 games.
Yeah.
And I just threw that paper away and said, go away.
Yeah, that is depressing. What, 4 games I think they got in or something like that?
Yes,
2 games?
13 games is what they
13
got
games,
in.
yeah.
And then Hagen made an appearance, and the first year he had 30-something hits early. So Hagen's he's been making contact, and that's quite an accomplishment. I was looking at the next milestones coming up, and no one was anywhere close to that.
Luis Estrada just walked up.
Garrick
Yeah,
Morris.
he's over here watching some baseball.
Garrick Morris was 51 hits.
Yeah, they were saying on Facebook you can't hear. Even he was saying the same thing. So,
so if you're wondering, on Facebook, we're trying to get that audio, the videos there. Here comes the pitch.
Yeah, to Tuck. So he watches the ball strike. So he's usually pretty patient up at the plate. Make sure he gets his pitch. So no balls, 1 strike here on Tuck to start the bottom of the first inning. Monahan's pitching a lefty here against Tuck.
Oh,
There's a
nice
that
breaking
was a
ball.
yeah.
There's a little hanger.
Yeah, a little hanger. Tuck liked it, but he fouled it off onto the right side bullpen over there.
I can just hear him say, "I want that one back."
Yeah, he did. That was hung over the top of the plate. He wanted to hammer that one up the middle, but no balls, 2 strikes here on Tuck. And then he fouls that one off over our head back to the parking lot. So we're gonna run it back with no balls and 2 strikes. But Tuck's we talked about Dalen being a good 2-strike hitter. Tuck, he's excellent with 2 strikes, and you don't see him go down.
Not
too
very
often.
much. He didn't have very many strikeouts.
No.
Let's see what he does here with the 0-2 count.
There it is, and that ball was inside.
Pretty
for
good
ball
take.
1. Yeah, that was a good take. It looked like he tried to get to wear it on his knee.
Yeah, he was kind of hesitant to wear that one. That was coming in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hagen Tuck. Schwarb looking in.
Yeah, Schwarb's the one that got the run. He lead off walk, and there's a hit, ground ball to shortstop. Tuck running out to first. See if he can. They get him out at first. Shortstop to first base for out number 1. So.
Garrick Morris coming up to bat, batting .338 for the year. He was in the top 5 of that graphic.
Yeah, he's turned it on in the last 2 games. I know before that he was kind of in a little bit of a slump, but he's gone on a hot streak. Let's see if he can keep it going. He's flying with some momentum right now. Yeah, he was what, top 5, top 6?
Top 5 in that RBI.
Yeah.
And Garrick, he's the energy in that dugout.
For sure, he is the energy leader. You know, he's a senior as well, so he was honored tonight on senior night.
Yep.
So he swings and misses that one for strike 1. So Schwarb's coming out with strikes. I think his first 6 pitches, 5 of them been a strike. This lefty. There's a hard hit ball out to left field. The left fielder's trailing back. That's going to go over his head. Yep, that one hops the warning track. Garrick rounding second. Looks like he holds up at second for a stand-up double. He thought about taking it to 3, but he held up at second, and he's going to rely on Braden and Bryson to bring him in. But that was a huge hit, kind of against the wind as well, and it lands right on the warning track.
Yeah, he had that warning track power, man, but that was an impressive hit. Nice contact by Garrick Morris. As he's standing on the second base for your Mustangs.
Yeah, with Braden Williams coming up to bat, which was in both those graphics as well. I think he's 4th in batting average, batting a .403. There's that one's way inside. He tried to wear it. Yeah,
those cankles.
Yeah, he tried to get it, but all that just going to amount to a ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes here on Braden Williams. Man, the Mustangs have a good crowd out here today. We got a lot of people that coming out here to pay tribute to the seniors. So we go 1 out. Garrick Morris on second. Braden. There's a hit up the middle. It's going to go to the second baseman. He digs it. They get him out at first, and Garrick Morris has to hold up at second. So 2 outs. Garrick Morris on second with Bryson Big Rig Diaz coming up to bat.
Yeah, Morris did a good job trying to get that second baseman to not throw it to first.
Yeah, he did. He tried to act like he was going to go to third, make him look, but Second baseman showed some discipline, was able to get that out at first, and so we got 2 outs. Let's see if we can get that double that Morris. Let's see if we can make it pay off, and Bryson Diaz can knock him in right here.
This kind of reminds me of Pecos when we started off with a triple and couldn't get him across.
Yeah, you're right.
And then
right.
a walk.
Yeah.
You couldn't score any of those batters.
Yeah, that you know they were able to manufacture that run a minute ago. Monahan's was, and sometimes small ball comes into play, and see if we can manufacture a run right here. 2 outs, runner on second.
First pitch on Diaz called for a ball.
Yep. Here comes the pitch. There's a ball just on the outside corner.
He called a strike.
Called a strike, yeah. So
this is one of those umpires who wait. They play with our emotions.
Yeah, so if you hear us pause waiting for him to make the call.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why. We start saying ball, and then all of a sudden you see his arm go out to the right side for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Big Rig. Garrick Morris at second. There's a foul ball off to the right side on an inside pitch. He got his hands inside of it and still fouled it off to the right side for it'll be a strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here on the bottom of the first inning. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big Rig up to bat. Garrick Morris over there at second, ready to come in. So he'll be running on the crack of the bat, and there's a swing and a miss for Bryson Diaz for strike 3. So
you don't see that much from Bryson Diaz.
No, you don't. That was a big swing, too. If he'd have got it, it would have went somewhere.
So your Mustangs, strand 1. Monahan's leading 1-0. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball, KCT FM 105.5 and KCTRadio.com. I'm Gavin here with Dimitri. We'll be back in 1 minute. True, is it? Just joining us, so we're down 1-0. Monahan's able to score there. Leadoff runner. As they're bringing in their number 6 batter.
Yeah, number 6 batter, Hayden Montgomery. He playing second base for them. So
Montgomery must be having nightmares about Raleigh Clark.
Yeah,
he was the last out, the last swing, the last strikeout.
Yeah, he was, and he's probably happy that 6'7" lefty's not on the mound right now. There's the first pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. So Parker starting off fast in this inning, but Monahans was able to get their leadoff runner on and then knock him in the top of the first inning, holding on to a 1-0 lead as that one misses outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Montgomery for the Lobos. There's a ball in the inside corner called for a strike, so that was a good pitch right there, right on the corner. So I know Hayden Montgomery didn't like that, but 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of the second inning. Parker James dealing so far in this inning. There's he just was able to foul that off or to battle it off to live another pitch. So we're going to run it back with a 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I haven't had an update on that baseball. That softball, let's see.
One of those kids behind the dugout just threw a tennis ball over. Oh. We're about to see them take off running.
Hey, they do that at the Rockhouse game. The closest to the rubber wins a prize, but we didn't got no prizes.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we already ate the Hunt's Brother pizza.
Yeah, we ain't got no prizes here. So no tennis balls, please. Parker James wind up. Here's the pitch.
There's a high pitch looking to chase, but called the ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Montgomery. I know somebody's mom and dad's looking at them all. I can't believe you did that.
With that mean mug.
Yeah, that mean mug to their kids. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a swing and a miss. It gets in the dirt. Hagen's going to have to hustle to get it to first. and he's able to get him out. So that was a swing and a miss, drop strike 3, and that kind of bounced towards the first base line. Tuck had to hustle to get that ball and make that throw to first, but was able to get it for out number 1.
So good job, good heads up.
Yep.
I'm sure they practiced that one since they were in coach pitch.
Yeah, you're right, because that ball is on the outside of the foul territory. So the first baseman needs to get on the foul territory side of the base, or they're gonna hit the runner.
And trusty old Dalen was right there looking at him.
They do practice that. I've watched them before, so that's why you practice it. There's a first pitch ball on their 7-hole hitter, Alonzo Uringa.
It's like Parker,
he's their D8.
Parker James still trying to work that outside on the left-handed batters.
Yeah. There's a chopper out to the foul side on the first base side, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Parker's working fast. He's kind of found his groove, working pretty quick. So
Parker must have a date.
That, or he's been watching a lot of Major League Baseball, and he sees that timer
that
in his head, that pitch clock. Yeah, he's got to be ready in 15 seconds. So. Gavin, I did see the Rangers took the series over the Astros. I wanted to make fun of you on that one.
Yeah, they finally came back they actually beat us bad.
Yeah, they did. That one misses outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike here on Uringa for Monahans. With their first baseman on deck. There's a hard hit ground ball to Dalen over there at first. He's able to get that out easy at first. So that one kind of took a hop on him. He looked like he was ready. So was able to get out number 2 right there at first, unassisted out.
Yeah, unassisted out by Dalen in the sun too.
In the sun, yeah. He better be putting those sunglasses to work.
Sometimes it's you see those sunglasses on top of their caps.
Yeah, that's all they are, is hat decorations.
Yeah.
So 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd inning. There's a first pitch strike for Parker against Barrow. Robert Barrow, their first baseman, up to bat. He's a big right-handed batter. Starting that one off, no balls, 1 strike. There's another one. Ooh, just missed it down, I think.
Down and in.
Down and in. So for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd inning. Monahan's leading 1-0. But Parker's kind of found his groove. So there's a pitch high and inside for ball 2. So.
And if you're just joining us, we mentioned earlier it's senior night.
Yeah, senior night.
This and one more opportunity to watch these Mustangs play at home before they graduate and move on.
There's a ground ball to Parker himself. He's going to have to make that throw to first, and he gets that out. That ball me and LT talked about, that's not an easy throw to throw, but he made it for out number 3. So going into the bottom of the 2nd inning, Monahan's leading 1-0, but Mustangs looking to get some bats. So you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5. I'm Dimitri Figueroa, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Bottom of the 2nd inning. If you're just joining us, you can watch the game live on our Facebook page, the voice of Andrews Mustang Baseball. Mike Hudson helping out here. Chase Hall, I see you're watching. Mike Hudson here helping us out, running the scoreboard on that thing. Man, that guy knows how to work this live stream.
Yeah, he does. It comes in handy. So
we were trying to get you a dugout camera.
Dugout camera?
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe we can get it against Seminole.
Maybe we can even get a catcher cam, put it on Tuck's mask. We got Cooper Iverson coming up to bat, who's had a good 10-game stretch where his batting average is just climbing. He's sitting at a 395 right now. So we got Cooper Iverson up to bat, Dalen Jeffcoats on deck, and Aiden Olivas in the hole. So.
And this part of the lineup's been producing for your Mustangs. A lot of RBIs being manufactured here.
Yes, it really has. So there's a swing and looks like it's a shot to the gap between left and center field. Cooper's rounding second. Looks like he's rounding third. He's going to go for third for a triple, and he's coming in sliding for a triple, a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the second inning by Cooper Iverson. So just right on cue when you said this part of the lineup's been producing, he hits that ball to the gap right there all the way to the fence for an easy triple.
Easy. He could have stood up on that one, but I think he wanted to get dirty. So
yeah, you know how they are. The white uniforms make Mama mad.
Mom, I love you. It's senior night. Head to the power wash. What's it called? The car wash.
Yeah, the car wash. Wash my white pants off. So Dalen Jeffcoats, team leader in batting average with a 521 up to bat. Cooper Iverson with the leadoff triple here in the bottom of the second.
Dalen's in a nice spot in the lineup. Here comes a pitch. Yeah. Misses outside ball one.
Yep.
He not only is he leading average, but he's got a lot of chances to scoring some runs.
Yeah, scoring some runs. He's second on the team with RBIs right behind the guy on deck, Aiden Olivas. Yep.
21. Olivas 22. Dalen with 21.
Yeah, I think Dalen, that was a low and inside, called to strike, though. So not Dalen's pitch. So 1-1 strike here on Dalen. Yeah, Dalen went into last game leading in RBIs, but Aiden said, nah, not so far.
They're battling back and forth.
Yeah, they're going back and forth. Good competition there. So 1-1 strike here on Dalen. There's a foul ball to the backstop. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll see if we can get that run, and we don't want to leave a leadoff triple on base.
We got Max Bartman watching us.
Ex-Mustang, right?
Yeah, Mustang.
Ex-Mustang.
Say hi to us down in that chat, Max.
Yeah. So we got a lot of people watching. This live stream's doing some good today. So here comes the 1-2 pitch on Dalen. Cooper Iverson over there on third. There's a ground ball up the middle that looks like it's gonna do its job. Get Cooper in, and he's safe. Yeah, so Dalen reaches on an error as the first baseman missed it, and he gets on, but Cooper's able to come in and score, and Mustangs tied up 1-1. So even if they would have got Dalen out at first, he did his job to get that run in with the deep grounder up the middle. But first baseman misses it for an E3, and Dalen's able to stay on with Aiden Olivas up to bat. So.
And your Mustangs tied up 1-1 here. Both teams with 2 hits.
Yep, 2 hits. Dalen with some speed over there at first. Aiden Olivas, who's see if he can add on to his RBI total right here. There's a ball low and inside for ball 1. So Aiden Olivas starting out ahead. 1 ball, no strikes. Dalen Jeffcoats over there at first with Jayshawn DeBose on deck, who's found his groove up at the plate as well. Comes the pitch. There, the ball just catches the outside corner for strike 1. I can understand why he watched that one. That didn't look like it was over the plate.
This can be concerning in a couple of ways. Pecos threw a lot of breaking balls to us, and we did not hit them.
We did not. We were looking for a fastball. That dude threw curveballs.
Swarb throws curveballs, and he beat Seminole with his curveballs.
There's a ground ball that almost hits the umpire, but Dalen goes in sliding second, gets out, but Aiden Olivas' speed, he outruns the double play. So Dalen out at second for out number 2 or out number 1. Aiden Olivas is going to be able to stay on first, and Jayshawn DeBose coming up to bat with 1 out.
Levis reaches on the fielder's choice there.
That was like a line drive right at the umpire, and I saw him do a little matrix move right there to dodge that ball.
He's doing burpees out there on the field.
He was. LT said that's what caused his rotator cuff surgery right there.
Yeah.
So, there's a hard hit ball to right field. See if it's going to land. It does land. So Aiden Olivas was off running. He's at third base. Jayshawn holds up at first. And Jayshawn with the single out to right field.
Nice little blooper by Jayshawn.
Good blooper. You know, Aiden Olivas, there was only 1 out, and he read that ball perfect. He was taking off running, and I was like, oh, no, they're going to catch it and get him out at first. But he read it perfect, ends up on third. I can't state enough how good Aiden Olivas' base running is.
His base running is phenomenal. He he has some great jumps, and he can read.
Reads
It's
the
like
ball well.
it's like he sees the future, like
Yeah,
knows what
he
the ball's
does.
going to do.
You know, last game when he on a pass ball, he was at second, and he rounds third and scores on a pass ball from second base. you
Yeah, I
know?
heard him and his dad talking about it at the track meet. His dad was like, "You really took off?" He said,
Yeah,
"Yep."
he
I
took
wasn't looking back.
Yep. So Evan Munoz up to bat, the other freshman on our team, starting shortstop, watches the ball low for ball one. So we got some super speed, is what I would call this, on the bases. They didn't leave us at third, and Jay Sean at first. I wouldn't be surprised if Jay Sean takes off. I would definitely be sending him here, right here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't.
There's a fly ball to second base. Looks like second baseman's gonna get under it, and Evans out for out number 2. So
Hey, and you know, if Jay Sean would have went when we wanted him to, that would have been a double play.
you're right. Yeah, that's why Coach Morris makes those tough decisions.
Yeah. Thanks, Coach Morris, for not listening
Yeah,
to us.
you're right. So, 2 outs, runner on first and third. Jay Sean at first, Aiden Olivas at third, and our senior catcher, Hagen Tuck, up to bat. Starting at the top of the lineup again.
They can tuck 0 for 1 tonight. Hit a grounder to shortstop.
Yep.
Did you get your game changer up over there?
No, it's downloading, but Verizon ain't helping me out right now. So,
Swerve looking into the big senior.
yep. So, see if he can. There's a hard hit ball. Well, looks like it's going out. Going to be able to play foul ball. Oh, it looked like it's going to be able to play. The first baseman slips as it lands behind him. So Tuck gets another chance there. That was a high foul ball. I thought it was farther off the bat, but
did
it just
too.
went to the dugout, really.
The wind's blowing from the west just a little bit, so it didn't really have too much play in that.
No, yeah, it didn't. But that first baseman wasn't able to get it, so Tuck gets another chance, but with 1 strike. So no balls, 1 strike. Mustangs tied up here in the bottom of the second, so tied up at 1. 2 outs. Tuck up to bat with 2 on. There's a hard hit ball to right field. That right fielder's going to camp under it, and it looks like he gets it for out number 3. So 3 outs right there, but not before the Mustangs tied up.
No, Mustangs tied up 1-1 here. They strand 2. We're headed to the top of the 3rd inning. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KCT FM 105.5 and KCTradio.com, and also on our live stream. At the voice of Andrews Mustang Baseball on Facebook. Go check it out. We're back in 1 minute.
How he did the last inning, and the Mustangs bats can wake up here in the second time of the lineup. I think we'll be all right. So.
George Strait is on the speakers here with
you're about
Amarillo by morning.
You're about to hear me bust out with some karaoke.
Speaking of Amarillo, and there's some district or area qualifiers headed to Canyon on Thursday. I'll be headed there to watch my son run.
Man, congratulations to him.
A lot of Coach Floyd, man. Coach Floyd won district again. That's the girl's 16th year in a row.
Nice. There's a first pitch foul ball to Braden Milleron for the Monaghan Lobos. Yeah, the girls won the district. I just saw on Twitter our
JV boys won.
JV boys won.
JV
I saw
girls won.
The golf team, girls golf team, going to
they're
state
headed
again.
Yeah, Emmett Darnold
Yeah.
and her crew.
Yeah.
There's a pitch, misses ball 2.
Yeah,
Or ball one.
Ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Milleron. But yeah, that golf team, I think you can schedule that trip almost every year for those golf team.
And, I do a lot of work with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we do an all-star game.
There's a college strike on the outside corner for 2-second strike.
In 2024, we're going to highlight the Andrews Golf Program by having the Permian Basin All-Star Golf Tournament here in Andrews.
Nice. They deserve it.
The summer of 2024. So be looking out for that.
That ball's way outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Milleron, the leadoff batter here in the top of the 3rd inning for the Lobos. Yeah, they deserve it, man. Our golf teams, they put the work in. I go over there, they don't just play golf. They put work in.
Dude, you can go golf. Here's a pitch.
There's a ground ball to Dalen Jeffcoat.
Whoa.
He kind of had to make a dive for that one. Ooh, and so that one I think took a hop on him. It was kind of a slow liner, bounced about 6 feet in front of him, and then it bounced to his right, and he made like a half dive to it to get it. And Parker James, being on his horse, met it at first, and Dalen was able to get to him. Yeah.
We're talking about sports. Powerlifting, they won.
Powerlifting, man, we got
swimming.
Yeah, swimming
Coach
won it. Yeah, you're
man,
right.
This Andrews
athletics.
Coach Boswell, you got something going, brother.
And somehow he makes every event.
his Suburban's got to have like 400,000 miles.
You're right. So here's the 9-hole up to bat for Monahans. That's their leadoff. That's their leadoff. Schwarb. He's on again. He get a single up the middle to Aiden Levis at center. So he's on again with 1 out. He's their lone run, and he did his job again to get on with Salcedo up to bat.
That ball just missed the outstretched glove of Evan Munoz.
Yeah, you're right. Just right too far up the middle for him.
You got a lot of people watching. If you're watching and want to say hi, we can answer you live here. I'm looking right at you. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. So Salcedo up to bat. Ooh, and that ball almost hit him, but he gets out of the way. So for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes. They got a runner on in Schwarb at first. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Monahans and Mustangs tied 1-1.
Yeah, Schwarb the lone run for Monahans, scored in that first inning.
Yep.
Monahans with 3 hits. Andrews with 3 hits.
Yeah, Salcedo got on earlier, but he was thrown out at second with the swing and a miss right there for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. He got on, but on a 1st and 3rd situation, he was able to we gunned him at second as he tried to steal. He got on with a single to right field.
We monitor the pitch count here, and Parker James already at 40 pitches. Last game, he went up to almost 100 pitches.
Yeah, he did.
So it may be high. There's a nice drive to left field.
To left field. It's going to land in front of Jay Sean. So runners advance 1 base. So Schwarb bets at the second. Salcedo with the second hit gets to first. So 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning with the 3-hole batter coming up to bat in Diego Rodriguez, their shortstop.
Yeah, he came up earlier. Struck out looking.
Struck out looking. See if Parker can run that one back. Or get a ground ball. Let's get out here with the double play.
Mike, Denise, Kathy said this is awesome. So
number 1 fan. I would like to say she's probably our number 1 fan. Listens every week.
We need to make a graphic for her.
Yeah, we do. She loves her Mustang baseball.
She does. Appreciate you listening. And, man, thanks for those sports boosters who allow that to happen.
I agree. So that first pitch was way outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes here on Rodriguez. That one does not catch the inside corner for ball 2. I thought he was going to give me that delayed strike.
He gave you the psych.
Yeah, I was looking at him, trying to force him to do it, but he didn't. So 2 balls, no strikes here on Rodriguez. 2 on, Schwarb at second, Salcedo at first. The sun's kind of coming down. Still over there in the first baseman's eyes. That ball is inside for ball 3. So Parker 3 straight balls. Looks like he's going to maybe get a reset here. He's going to walk around the mound.
I would imagine Parker's about to throw a 4-seamer that's going to be high and fast.
Yeah.
Get some anger out, but still stay in control.
Yeah, put it over the plate right here. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 on. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. That was a hard ball, but it was down low for ball 4. So. And
wow,
Tuck Parker, with that senior leadership calls time. Let's go talk to Parker.
Parker James loading the bases here. Monahans with runners on all the bags. Their cleanup batters coming up. He's 1 for 1, so this is kind of a little scary situation.
Yeah, you're right.
He hit that deep fly ball to center field. He actually hit a double.
Yeah, he hit a double, and he's a big boy. He walked in on a double. rounded it like he wanted to go 3, but yeah, he had a big hit, and if he hits that again, man, it's gonna be a bases clearing. So.
Yeah, he could definitely clear base, and he's a big boy. If you're watching our live stream, he's let's see what happens here.
Yeah, let's see if Parker gonna keep that ball low in the zone there, swinging a miss for strike 1. If he can keep it low in the zone, maybe get a ground ball. A couple games ago against Pecos, yeah, when Parker was up to bat, man, he had this scenario right here. Bases loaded, 1 out. We were able to get a double play twice in that game.
Two different
yeah,
innings in the
see if we
same
can do that
situation.
Again. Ivan Montez steps in the box for 0-1 count. That ball gets the corner for
catches
strike
inside
1.
corner.
Yeah, catches the corner. So I didn't want to call it too early because I did a minute ago and it didn't come to fruition.
Parker James looking to work out of a jam.
Yeah, he is. He's ahead right here on Montez. No balls, 2 strikes. So keep that ball low in the zone. Get a ground ball here if he does make contact. Corners are up. That ball hits him for an RBI, and that's killer. And Parker knows it because you have that batter 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and you hit him for an RBI.
And the Monahans Lobos takes the lead here in Andrews. 2-1. We are in the top of the 3rd inning with 1 out. Bases still loaded for Monahans.
Yeah, with Joaquin Mitchell coming up to bat, their left fielder. So Parker was not happy. I looked at his reaction right there. He was not happy with that pitch right there.
No, if Mitchell can hit it to Evan Munoz again where he hit it last time up.
Yeah, get ourselves a double play. Corners are still up. Looks like Braden at 3rd and Dalen at 1st is going to go home if they get a ground ball as Mitchell watches that first pitch for a strike. So they'll be going home trying to get that ball, get that out at home, the lead runner. The middle's playing double play depth. They'll be turning 2, try to get out of this inning if they get a ground ball. Here comes the pitch. That ball is inside for strike 2. So that one's even farther inside than the one I called a strike earlier, and he called a ball.
Yeah,
so.
that one was over there near, what's that place over there? That's Broken Heart Butchery.
There you go. That one is over there near
and
that.
he called that a strike.
So no balls, 2 strikes, and Parker had no balls, 2 strikes on the pitch before. Gets him swinging for strike 3, out number 2. So.
And boy, we needed that one.
We did need that one, and Parker, he looked mad on that one. He said, "I'm not going to let that happen again." 0-2 hit a batter. So Hayden Montgomery coming up to bat.
And we bring it up all the time, Dimitri, how the shade sometimes makes a play here as it's creeping between the batter and the pitcher. You ever try to hit a baseball coming out of the sun into the shade, it's pretty difficult.
Or out of the sun into the shade, back out into the sun. So
yeah, it's really difficult to do that.
There's a first pitch foul back behind us for strike number 1. So he's got 0-1 here on Hayden Montgomery. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Monahan's got 1 run in on a hit by pitch with the bases loaded, so they're up 2-1 here in the top of the 3rd inning. There's a ball right there. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield, the corners are back now with 2 outs, so they're just going to knock it down, touch your bag is what you want to do, get out of this inning.
Was that a called strike? Or?
No, it was a ball, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Here on Hayden Montgomery. There's a called strike right there, right over the plate. Kind of low in the zone, so 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs.
Parker James looking to strand these 3 runners.
We're hoping.
2-1. Monahan's leading.
Deleted game changer, got it, and now it's back on. So I'm back in business.
Oh, you back good?
There's a high pitch he was looking to get him to chase, but for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Monahan's winning 2-1 in the top of the 3rd inning.
Good crowd out there in the fence.
Yeah, man. They got crowd out there in the fence. Big crowd here in the stands.
I want to hear some honking.
Yeah, we will.
There's
a hard hit ball out to left field. Jay Sean's running back.
Yeah, he misread that one.
Yeah, that one's going to get down and run to the fence. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. The 3rd one's coming around 3rd. He's going to score. And bases clearing double for Hayden Montgomery. And just like that, Monahan's up 5-1.
Wow.
Here with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd, man. So, man, you kind of go back to that hit by pitch. We had that kid down, no balls, 2 strikes with bases loaded, and he hits him. That runner comes in. He gets the next strikeout, but then that ball right there, double to the fence, clears the bases, and, man.
That's unfortunate.
Talk about
even against Pecos, Parker hit that 1 run that came around to score.
Yes.
And that
you're right. Those hit by pitches, they'll always come back and get you, you know. So,
So Monahan's taking a big lead now, 5-1, top of the third inning.
Urenga up to bat, watches the first pitch for a strike on the outside corner. He's a lefty right here, but what a turn of events. And this kind of reminds me of that Pecos game. The first game we played Pecos, we killed them 14-0. Come out and lose 1-0, you know. And I don't know if it's a mentality thing or what, you know, but
you're right, and
that ball's way outside for ball one.
They should really get the focus going on as Coach Morris got Kate Adams up in the bullpen warming up.
Yep. Yeah, you know, I mean, we're all human, and you beat a team 10-0, they don't even get on base. You know,
not only that, you shut them, you no-hit them.
No-hit them, yeah, you know, and naturally you might be thinking, all right, this is an easy win, let's go to Seminole, right? As we watch another ball outside for ball two. So 2 balls, 1 strike here on Urenga with Montgomery on second. But naturally, you know, you got to fight that urge of being relaxed. You want to come out with that same intensity you came out in the first game, you know.
Yeah, and baseball's routine. We talked about it. Superstition or routine, whatever you want to call it.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So
I like to call it routine. I don't believe in superstitions, but you got to have a routine, and you got to do it.
Yeah.
If it's wearing the same socks, you wear the same socks.
You know what it is? I made some ribs for him the game before last.
You need to make some more ribs, brother.
Yeah, I do. There's a high hit to left field. That one might be a blooper. That one might be trouble. Yeah, so that one.
Here comes the throw
Jay
from
Sean
DeBose.
comes up, fire and gets him. He's saved. No, so that was like more of a blooper out in front of Jay Sean and behind the shortstop Evan. He comes up firing and throws it home, and the Montgomery was able to slide in safe. So RBI single for Urenga right there, and the Monahans Lobos up 6-1 as they've gotten 5 here in the top of the third inning. Mustangs are going to have a uphill climb the rest of the game. So
yeah, Monahan's looking to play spoiler here and beat another first-place team. They beat Seminole earlier in district play.
Yeah. You know, you talk about the experience of a coach, and that might be it. You know, as we watch that first pitch come in for a strike on Bureau.
Yeah, Coach Lebs he's not silly. He knows what he's doing.
You know, I talk to my younger kids that baseball's a game of failure, and once you fail, you throw that in the trash. Let's forget about it and move on, right? And that's what they've done so far. So.
And it shows they're leading 6-1 here in the top of the third inning. 2 outs for like the past hour.
Yep. So there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So again, Parker James has 0-2 on a Monahan Lobo. So see if we can get out of this inning and get our bats going. Mustangs are more than capable than scoring 5 runs in an inning. We've done it several times this year. There's a swing and a fly ball. Looks like Dalen Jeffcoats is going to call him off, and he gets that out for out number 3, but not before. Monahans gets 5 in the top of the third. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. Monahans leading 6-1, and we really need those bats going.
Yeah, Morris Williams Diaz up on deck for your Mustangs.
Yeah, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on Senior Night and on KACT FM 105.5. I'm Dimitri Figueroa here with Gavin and Mike Hudson streaming live for us, and we'll be back in 1 minute. His first at bat, he hit a big double out to the fence. Let's see if he can follow that up and start a rally, because we really need it. Down 6-1 with against this tough Monahan Lobo team. Here comes the first pitch. Schwarb to Gehrig, and he hits it. Foul ball out to the right side out of play. So Gehrig's going to start this at bat with no balls, 1 strike on that foul ball.
You said a while ago in the break, Gehrig coming in at a 1-1 at that big double to the left center area. Looking at no balls, 1 strike here, no outs.
Yep.
We were talking about LT doing some burpees a while ago. I like to see that.
Yeah. They'd have to be 1-arm burpees today or for the next 6 months probably as he's in a sling. There's a watched ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Gehrig Morris. Schwarb pitching a good game so far, but we got our 3 hits in the second inning. See if we can do it again. That one's way inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike as Gehrig Morris spits on his gloves and rubs it in.
Yeah, Gary's, if you're talking about routine, every time he steps out of the box, he does the same thing before stepping in.
Yeah, spits on his gloves, rubs them in. And
can't do that in the big leagues.
no.
You better get back in that box.
Yeah, you're right. You got about 8 seconds to get out, get in. There's a hit up the middle to over to center field. He's going to camp under it for out number 1. That was a line drive, but right to the center fielder, so out number 1.
So
he's hitting the ball well.
Baseballs are not finding the open green.
No, they aren't. But if you keep hitting them hard like Gehrig just has twice, then they'll start finding it. So we just need to string some hits together. Braden Williams up to bat. I think he was 0 for 1 today.
Yeah, Braden Williams 0 for 1 on his first time. He grounded out to second base.
Grounded out to second base. So comes the pitch. That ball is low and inside for ball 1. So
this umpire scares me. You know,
yeah.
Don't know if he's gonna call a strike or a ball.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him myself. Say it loud enough to where he can hear me.
1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here for your Mustangs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Down 6-1. Here's a pitch outside.
On the outside corner for
strike
1. Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, the Lobos got 5 runs in their half of the inning here in the 3rd. So let's see if we can at least follow up and chip away. We don't have to get off all 5 in this inning, but at least start chipping away. Let's get them out. Let's get them back. Get back in this game. Here's the pitch. There's a Braden ground ball to shortstop. That's going to be a tough play. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough play. I think I'm going to count that one as a single as nobody on second. Braden Williams is watching. No. Okay, yeah, Braden. You know, Braden.
Everybody said no.
Yeah. So that ball went between shortstop and 3rd real slow, but they were all charging. They weren't able to get it. So I'm going to count that as an infield single. But all of the second base, shortstop, and 3rd base were out in left field to get that ball.
And Braden saw it.
Braden has the mind of a fast guy. And so he wanted to take off, and I bet Coach Keller was out there. No.
Yeah, I think I heard him from up here.
Yeah, brought him back. So
we're going to call it a single, but the official score has it as an error.
Did they count that as an error?
Yeah.
Man, that I don't know if they would have got it. If they would have scooped that up, Braden would have probably been safe anyway. So
that's a tough one on the score.
There's a swing and a miss for Bryson Diaz on a curveball. So Big Rig up to bat. Braden's able to get on first. So base runners, what we need, but then we need hits after we get those base runners. So see if Bryson Diaz can come through right here. Big gap over there in left center. And that's where his sweet spot is.
And he struck out his last time. Something you don't see very often. Man, he's just not. He's swinging and miss on that one. Fouled it off, but he
fouled it off the catcher's face. So the umpire's going to give him a little bit of breather.
Big Rig didn't look comfortable on that one either.
No, he's kind of dropping his shoulder, and his hands are coming down. He's, But right here, 2 strikes. Last game, he had a couple of good 2-strike swings, 2-strike at bats, where he, one was way out there on the other side of the box, and he punched it out to left field. And see if he can bear down right here with 2 strikes, 1 out. Brady Williams over there on first. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Mustangs down 1-6.
Needing to get a run here on senior night.
There's a swing and a miss.
Wow.
A high fastball for strike 3. So Bryson Diaz not happy with himself right there. And
that's 2 strikeouts in a row for Bryson Diaz.
Yep, it is. And Cooper Robinson, who started with the triple, his first time at bat, right there in left center where there's still a big gap. So I think he saw 1 pitch. That 1 pitch went to the fence for a triple. So
Cooper is very capable of doing it. He's won our KCT Player of the Game 2 games this year.
Yeah. One of them for 5 RBIs. So there's a watched fastball down on the outside plate for strike 1. So
hey, it looks like it's way outside of where we're sitting behind the plate. But as long as he's consistent.
Yeah, he's just got to be consistent. That's all you ask of. Call it both ways, especially late in the game. So no balls, 1 strike here on Cooper Iverson. There's a curveball
Wow.
that did not catch the corner, maybe hung high for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
We talked about earlier our struggles against Pecos with breaking balls, and maybe seeing that with Bryson Diaz, looking for that breaking ball and getting a high fastball.
Yeah, you're right. So, that might be a scouting report that Monahan saw. There he's going first. Pickoff move to first. Braden don't go. That ball did not get too far. So tried to pick Braden off at first. He's in easy, and that ball squirts off about 7 feet away from the first baseman. And Braden thought about it. He's thought about going to second twice, but he's really, really aggressive on those bases. He's actually a very smart base runner because what he saw earlier was smart. But, he just got to make sure you're going to make it because if you don't make it, coach might be mad. Here's 1 ball, 1 strike on Iverson. There's a hard hit ball to left center field again.
In the gap.
That one's going in the gap. Braden's coming around second. He's going to score, or he's coming around third right now. Cooper Iverson getting at second. So Braden Williams standing up. Yeah, he just ran 180 feet, and he's tired, but he was able to score on a stand-up double for Cooper Iverson. So right now, Cooper Iverson has a triple and a double with an RBI right there, and Dalen Jeffcoat's coming up to bat.
That's exactly what we needed there.
Man, that's exactly what we need. And, like I said, you don't have to get all 5 in this inning, but let's start chipping away. And Cooper Iverson come up big right there, and let's see if Dalen Jeffcoats can follow up. DJ. Yeah, 2-out rally. I heard one of the fans saying, "Let's see if we can keep it going."
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah.
Other broadcasters are asking about the score, and when they see it, they're going to be shocked.
Yeah, just like we were a couple weeks ago when
we saw that Seminole score.
Yeah. Here's a ball inside for ball 1. So that was a breaking ball. So Schwarb's leading off some batters with breaking balls pretty quick, and typically don't see that. You want to start off with a fastball with plate, start ahead, but. So 1 ball, no strikes here on Dalen. Cooper Iverson over there in second. He'll be probably leaving a crack of the bat if Dalen can get one. There's a ball in the inside corner, but
called strike.
Yeah, called strike. Look low inside, but like I said, when we were pitching, they were giving it to us, so they're gonna give it to them.
So you're in the batter's box with Dalen. What's he looking for here?
Right here, 1-1. He's looking for a pitcher's not gonna want to go behind, so he's probably looking for a fastball over the plate.
And there it was. Just misses. Wild pitch. He's going to pass the catcher. And Cooper Iverson's going to move to third. We needed that one.
Yep. Yeah, we did. So now run 90 feet away for Dalen Jeffcoats. If he could punch one over just somewhere in the outfield. This is kind of the same scenario. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitcher doesn't want to go down 3-1. So he's probably, if it's a curveball, it's going to be for a strike. But you'll probably look at fastball right over the middle or somewhere over the plate. He's got to be really confident with the curveball if he's going to come with that. There's a foul ball off to the right side. Dalen just gets underneath it, so he wants that one back now.
Yes, Schwarb. Now he's working the count in his favor.
Yeah,
2 balls, 2
now
strikes.
Just like that, he got what he wanted, so he has a pitch to play with as he could throw something to try to make Dalen chase.
I'm looking for Dalen to punch one out like he did the other day.
Yeah, just right over second or shortstop. Just get your bat out there, punch it out there, and let's get a run right here.
Good crowd out in the outfield fence.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Swinging a run. He needs to run. So, yeah, that was a
strike 3.
Yeah, that was way inside. That was way inside in a swing and a miss. That Dalen doesn't swing and a miss for a strikeout number 3 often, but they got him there, and they had to throw it out to second to first for an out. So.
But your Mustangs are working their way back. Score 1 there, 6-2 as we headed to the top of the 4th inning. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 and KACT Radio. Also on our live stream at Voice of Andrews Mustang Baseball on Facebook. We'll be back in 1 minute.
as he let up a couple leadoff hits or whatnot. So Cade Adams, a lefty, he doesn't have super overpowering speed, but he has good speed and he places the ball really well. I think his delivery is hard to see as it comes over the left shoulder. So starts out with the ball outside. Ball number 1 on
Milleron. Hadn't seen Cade Adams pitch in a while, but
Yeah.
he lets his defense do the work.
Yeah, he does.
He's not afraid to let him hit it.
You're right. There it is right
Just
there.
like
That's what we were talking about.
Oh, man.
That's a ground ball. It was a hard ground ball to Cade, but it was going past him. He was able to get his glove up and touch it, but it knocked it down and wasn't able to get to Evan fast enough. And Milleron was on with an infield single.
Took all that momentum away from that ball, and he knew it.
Yeah, I don't know if he wouldn't have touched it with his glove, I don't know if it would have got past Evan or if Evan was in position, but Evan was making his way that way. So
they're going to count that as a hit.
Yeah. So now they're back up to the top with Schwarb, who's gotten on twice. He lead off walk and then a single. So Monahan's back in business right here in the top of their side of the 4th inning. With Milleron, well, they courtesy run Milleron as he's the catcher, I believe. So there's a ball low for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes here on Schwarb, who's the pitcher for Monahan's, pitching really well. And he's helped himself out a couple times as he's gotten on and scored both times. There's a called strike on the outside corner as Schwarb's a left-handed batter, so that one's on the right side of the plate for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the shade is past the mound, so the delivery where Cade's arm is at might still be in the sun, but for the most part, it's all in the shade. Ooh, there's a pickoff attempt that kind of got him sleeping over there.
Yeah, almost got him, actually.
But he slid in safe. He didn't have a big lead, and we still almost got him. So Cade has a good move over there to first. I'd like to see him use it a little bit more often than he has this year. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Schwarb. There's a ball inside. He swings and fouls it off to the backstop for strike number 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Schwarb, who's not easy to get out this game.
No, not with that walk and that big hit.
Yep. And he, like I said, he scored both times he's been on. So runner on first. No outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Monahan's got 5 the last inning. See if we can keep them to nothing this inning. There's a ball low for ball 2. That was over the plate, but missed low. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Schwarb.
Andrew's sitting at the top of the leaderboard in district play, looking to not let this one slip away.
Yeah.
Oh,
that one was going to hit Schwarb, but he swings around kind of to protect himself and hits the bat for a foul ball. So we'll run it back with 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, fortunate for Mustangs.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, though. We're leading the leaderboard, but, man, Seminole Indians, their fans are over there hoping the score stays the same right here, so they can be back tied on the top. So here comes the 2-2 pitch on Schwarb. There's a ball inside. Ooh, just missed low, I guess. So 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans not happy with that one.
I'm not really sure where that one missed. If you're watching on live stream, you might be questioning the same thing I'm questioning.
And Seminole's leading Pecos 3-0.
And that's not. Here goes a payoff pitch here. There's a ball in the dirt. Tuck had to block, but so leadoff walk.
So Cade Adams walks the batter.
Yeah,
hands with runners on first and second here.
Threatening again with Roger Salcido coming up to bat, who had a big hit.
And no outs.
Yeah, no outs. He's Salcido's 2 for 2. He had a single to right and a single to left, so he sprayed the field kind of twice today. He swears up to bunt.
Oh, nice bunt.
Yeah, that's a nice bunt. Hagen's going to get it. Makes the throw to first, get it out, but Salcedo did his job to move the runners to third and second. So the runners moved. Tuck, man, they had to fire that ball to first to make that out, and he was able to do it. As he called Cade off.
Hagen Tuck had a very tough throw.
Yeah, that was an excellent bunt. Off the bat, I thought, all right, he might be on, but Tuck was able to fire that ball to Dalen over there first for out number 1.
And Monahan's did what they wanted to do, move the runners.
Yep. Yeah, that'll go down as a sacrifice fly or bunt for Salcedo. Now Rodriguez up to bat. Which Rodriguez, he's hitless today, but he's had a walk and a strikeout. He walked his last at bat. Runner on second and third. One out here in the top of the fourth inning. There's a hit to Aiden Olivas. He's running back. That looks like it's going to get over his head to the fence.
Oh, no.
So that's going to be a 2-run easy. And Rodriguez is rounding second. He's going to hold up at second, but not before 2 runs score on a 2-run double by Rodriguez, the shortstop for Monahans Lobos. And they're just piling it on us right now.
They are piling it on.
8-2 right now here in the top of the fourth inning. And Mustangs, we're kind of, not only other players, but us fans, we're kind of shell-shocked right now because I did not expect this.
No way. Bryson Diaz warming up in the bullpen for your Mustangs.
Big Rig, we need him to come in and shut it down. As that ball right there, Aiden Olivas looked like it was tracking it, but that just was too far out there to the 395 sign, and it one-hopped the fence. So Monahan's showing the bats they did not show their last game, as Cade starts with a ball right there, low, ball 1, and this is Ivan Montez, their third baseman up to bat, who he's the one that had the double in the first or the second inning. Or the first inning that scored the run. He's had 2 RBIs.
There's another drive center field. Aiden's
Aiden Olivas going back, and that one's going to get over. No, the guy gets over his head too, and they're rounding him at third, and here comes the throw home, and it's going to be over Tug's head, and they're going to score. So another RBI double as Aiden Olivas, that one just kept trailing back, and he looked like he got there. It hit his glove, but he was kind of twisted up, and it falls right out of his glove.
Yeah, you're right. It didn't look like he was comfortable backing up to get that ball, and when he got there, he was twisted the other way. So Monahan's pouring it on here, top of the fourth inning, 9-2.
Yep, and Tuck calling timeout, talking to the young sophomore here on the mound, and the whole infield's in there, you know, and, man, I hope they're just kind of calming them down, and, you know, when you don't come out with the intensity, it's hard to turn that intensity on during the middle of a game.
Especially when you're getting absolutely spanked right now.
You're absolutely spanked. And this is where, like, I think Tuck's looking at everybody and saying, you know, let's go. It's time to step it up. We don't want a district lead to step out. Now here comes Morris.
Yeah, Morris looks like.
I think he might be making the move right here. Typically, if he's not going to make a move, Keller would come out and talk to him. So we'll see what Morris decides to do.
Looks like he's looking at Big Rig, seeing if he's ready.
Yeah, I think see them screaming over there at Big Rig, and I don't know. Big Rig hadn't been warming up for long. He's still, here he comes. He's ready to come.
Yep, he's coming in. I don't know if he's ready, but he's coming in.
Whether he's ready or not, you know, we just need somebody to stop this momentum.
We do.
You know, and I think Big Rig's the guy to do it. He's come out. He's come out in small spurts, 1 inning, 2 innings, but I think we're going to need him about 4 innings today.
Yeah, and into the playoffs, we're going to need him longer than that. So pitching change here in Andrews, down 9-2. Big Rig coming in, pitching for Kate Adams. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 and KACTradio.com. I think I said it last time. I'm Gavin here with Dimitri. We'll see you in 1 minute.
Ground ball. It's going to go foul to third base side. So,
First pitch strike, we need that.
yeah, first pitch strike, and Bryson Diaz, he's walking confident up there. And let's see if he can be confident and throw some strikes and punch them out right here. Get out of this inning and get our bats up to back up.
If you're here at the ballpark in right center, please turn your lights out. Big
There's
swing and a miss.
Yeah. Yep, turn your lights out over there in right center, and they will stop the game.
And everybody's going to be pointing at you saying it's your fault.
Yeah, they will.
Anybody out there, go say hi to them and say it's your fault.
Yeah.
Bryson looking in. Likes the sign. Batter calls time. Batter probably saw the lights.
Yeah, he did. He might have, Or he just saw how fast Bryson Big Rig just threw a ball, and he wants to rethink that one. So, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Mustangs down 2-9. There's a pitch right there on the outside corner. They did not call. Oh,
they
he
did.
called it. So he did not call it, but the batter's banging his bat. And
I think everybody knew it was a strike but the umpire.
Yeah, and then he's all, I better call that for strike 3. So
that one's on the fans. Good job, fans.
Yeah, good job, fans. Yeah.
You called that punch out.
Yeah, because I was waiting. I was like, okay, that was on the outside corner, and he never called it. But finally the fans screamed. Tuck said, yeah, that's a strike. And the batter was already banging his bat.
And here we go. 2 outs. Stopping the bleeding. That's exactly what we needed.
Now we got Montgomery up to bat, who had a big double last at bat. There's a ball in the outside corner for strike 1. So Montez over there on second. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. So Bryson's coming out and looking good so far. Hitting the strike zone, throwing it fast, and starting it off with a strikeout and a first pitch strike on Montgomery, as that one's outside for ball 1. Yeah, when Bryson misses, he'll turn around and pat his chest, let Tuck know, yeah, I missed. That was on me.
Yeah, every time, too.
Yeah, he does. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Montgomery, who hit a shot deep center for a double earlier.
Sammy Tyler
There's
watching the live
strike,
stream.
yeah, right over the plate for a strike 2. So Bryson Diaz punching that, filling up that strike zone.
If you're watching on the live stream, that score is correct, 9-2.
Unfortunately. There it is right there. Oh, that one missed high for ball 1, but that one had some speed. As we've talked about it before. Big Rig, he didn't get that nickname for being small. He's big, he's intimidating, and he throws hard. 1-2 pitch. That one just misses outside, and he's feeling it right now. I could tell by how the pop of the glove of Tuck.
Yeah, once he gets his control, like he's smart steps off the rubber smartly, walks around, takes a little stroll in the park.
We always talk about some senior leadership, and we got a young team, and Bryson Diaz has really stepped up to let that young team feel comfortable in here, and he's shown some leadership as a junior. You know what I mean? He's just grown into himself, and he's a really smart player, good baseball player, and great kid. That one he let it go.
He walks the batter.
Walks the batter for that was full count. He kind of tried to bring some extra juice right there. There was so he walks Montgomery as Urenga's coming up to bat, who had a hit and an RBI last at bat. This is a lefty, Urenga. Now they got 2 on, a runner on first and second. As the sun's kind of settling in.
Sun setting, kids playing soccer in the batting cage.
In the batting cage, yeah. There's a ball that misses outside. So after finding his command, his first batter and into the second batter, he's kind of missed it now, and here he goes again. He's resetting again. He's, and like you called earlier, pitcher can't do this either in the major league. So
no, they can't. They need to get back on that hill, but thankfully
they don't have that here yet.
Greenwood beating Fort Stockton 11-2 after 3.
Here comes a 1-0 pitch. That's a foul ball back behind us. Hopefully it doesn't hit a car. Driving down
that Mustang there.
Yeah, driving down Mustang.
Maybe some of those cars that are flying and making a lot of noise.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe it hits one of those cars.
Yeah, we got a baseball game going on. You need to slow down a little bit. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Urenga. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. They've already gotten 3 in this inning. There's a ball inside. Tuck had to shift, and he blocks it. Keeps the runners where they're at. And so 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 3rd. Mustangs down 9-2.
On senior night.
On senior night, and sometimes that kind of stuff, it throws you off. You said, it's not superstition, it's routine, superstition, routine. That was out of routine, right?
That
There's
was out of routine.
foul ball out to
That might hit
Mustang.
a
That
car.
might hit a car, and it bounces. There's like 3 feet in between the car and the fence, and it bounced right in between them. So, 2 balls, 2 strikes here, 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. And like I said, that senior night kind of changed their routine. I don't think the Mustangs took field.
They took the field late.
Yeah.
Later than usually.
There's a
big
swing and a miss, and
we
he
needed
gets
that.
out of this inning with 2 outs, leaves them stranded, and Bryson Diaz shows a little fist bump like, come on. And let's see if the bats will follow up. So we're going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Mustangs losing 9-2, and see if we can get those runs back. And you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 and KACTradio.com. I'm Dimitri Figueroa here with Gavin, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Andrews Mustang Baseball here. Your Mustangs down 9-2. Yes, we said it. 9-2 against the 1-5 Monahans Lobos.
Yeah, here we got Aiden Olivas up to bat. Aiden went, I think he grounded into a fielder's choice his first at bat as they tried to turn 2, but his speed wasn't able to allow it. Here comes the first pitch on Aiden Olivas here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That ball's outside for strike number 1, and we were just talking in the break, and this pitcher, this lefty, he's getting that outside pitch, and not just on the corner, but in the other box, I feel like. And it's kind of throwing us off as, it opens up the strike zone, and then, But we got to adjust, and that ball's low for ball 1. So one ball, 1 strike here on Aiden Olivas.
Yeah, when an umpire opens the strike zone like that, it makes it very difficult to, because those batters are used to hitting balls in the zone, and when those are outside the zone, they don't want to hit it, but it gets called a strike anyways.
Yeah. There's a called strike for strike 2. So here goes Aiden Olivas, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and
fans don't like that.
Fans didn't like it, and the recommendation I would give to the players is let us fans be frustrated, and you still go play your game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let the coaches and fans be frustrated.
Right. You're the one in the box with
You're
the
the
stick.
one that you gotta keep your composure, and let's get a hit. So 1 ball, 2 strike here on Aiden Olivas, and there's a swing and a foul ball off to the dugout, but that one's kind of the same pitch that Dalen struck out on earlier. As the strike zone's real big, that one's inside, and you have to battle it off.
You have to with 2 strikes.
Yeah, with 2 strikes, and Aiden was just barely able to get a hold of it to battle it off. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes here again on Aiden Olivas. Jay Sean DeBose up on deck. There's a hit over the second baseman.
That's going to
land
fall in the gap.
And Aiden Olivas got speed. He's rounding first. He's going to be at second easy, standing up with a leadoff double in the bottom of the 4th inning, and that's exactly what we needed, with Aiden Olivas leading off with a double, and Jay Sean DeBose coming up to bat, who had a single his last at bat.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has that speed to get there. He was rounding first from the get-go.
Yeah, he was, and that's where we say he reads the ball well. He knows where it's going to land, and he knows what he can do with that speed.
And
so
we needed that.
Yeah, we did. So Jay Sean DeBose, if he could follow up again with another single, and with the speed at second, Aiden Olivas should be scoring with the single. So here comes the first pitch. That ball's way inside. And Aiden Olivas, like we're talking about his base running, he took a couple steps, made it look like he was going, and that catcher was going to come up and throw. Yeah, and dropped it.
Yeah.
So he's he's making them think out there. And that's the
Last game was Garrick Moore's.
yeah, it was.
Living rent free in their head.
That's the hidden part of baseball that you don't see on the stat sheet, right?
Yeah, and you really can't teach it. It's just really the player's personality.
Yeah, you're right. So 1 ball, no strike. There's a hit to second base. He's going to move the runner to third. They're going to throw it to first to get Jay Sean out at first, but Aiden Olivas is able to move to third as Jay Sean grounds out to the second baseman. Now we got Evan Munoz, our shortstop, up to bat. He popped out his last at bat.
And we got a runner at third, so any kind of base hit's going to score this one and chip away at this lead.
Yeah, you're right.
Again, if you're joining us, checking us out, thanks to Mike Hudson for letting us live stream with his equipment.
Yep. There's a ball misses low and outside for ball 1.
I've been going back, checking out. So no one's commenting. Everybody's kind of watching tensions
Yeah,
building
you know,
over
I mean,
there.
we're all shell-shocked, right?
Yeah, Joan Valenzuela says get those sticks going.
Yeah. Aiden Olivas at third, 1 out. There's a hit that's going to be foul ball. Looks like it's going over the dugout, into the dugout for a strike. So that one was kind of a slow foul ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Evan Munoz. Let's see if he can come up with a hit here, score Aiden Olivas, get on base as we have the top of the lineup coming up in Tuck, Morris, and then Braden Williams.
Still fans here cheering us on, watching these Mustangs.
Well, we know we're going to turn it on at some point. There's a hit to third base, and he gets fouled. Aiden Olivas is going to come score as Evan Munoz hits a single out to left field. An RBI single for our 9-hole hitter. Evan Munoz coming up with an RBI. And here we go. Let's see if we can keep chipping away as we get 1 in the bottom of the 4th so far. Down 3-9 with Hagen Tuck.
Yeah, top of the lineup for your Mustangs.
Tuck with a uncharacteristic 0 for 2 today. He's he grounded out, I believe, in a line drive. Or
yeah, fly out to the right field.
Yeah.
Big, long fly out.
Yeah, so like I said, he's due. He's due, and Evan Munoz got some good speed over there. There's a hit up the middle. It's going to get down in front. Oh, no.
Oh, good catch
he was able
by
to
the
come
Monahan
slide. Yeah.
center fielder.
Yeah, that dude was coming charging, and he had to kind of slide and get down low to make that catch. I was already calling it down for a single, but he caught it for out number 2 on Hagen Tuck. And
man, he was gambling with that. If that would have passed him,
that's an inside the park, I would
have
think.
been easy inside the Parker.
Yeah, and, you know, and Tuck, that's when Tuck will just look at the center fielder and tip your cap to him. You know, he made a play on us.
Yep.
Get him next time. So Garrick Morris stepping in the box. He's 2 for 2, right?
1 for 2.
1 for 2, yeah. He had that big double in the first inning.
Yeah, and then lined out to center field, almost same spot.
Yep. That's right. He's hit there. Watch out for that one. That one just
almost
over our head.
In the stands.
And just over our head for strike 1. But Garrick Morris is seeing the ball well. He's had 2 hard hit balls. The one fell in the gap for a double. The next one they caught, but it was a well hit ball. LT over there giving some pointers to Braden on deck. That ball's way outside for ball 1. Had to hesitate before I.
Yeah, I was too. I was kind of waiting to mark it down here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 4th inning, Mustangs down 9-3.
Yeah, we've scored 1 in the last 3 innings, but we're gonna need more than that if we want to battle back and win this game. There's a ball outside for ball 2.
I thought he was gonna call that a strike.
Me too. He gave a little umpire shift, like his arm was about to swing out right, but he didn't do it. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Garrick Morris, we could use one of your hits right here. Center fielder kind of shading towards left. And tries to go the other way, but out of play for a foul ball. We'll run it back with a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Evan Munoz, who has pretty good speed over there on first.
Looks like the crowd here is just waiting for something to break out.
Something big needs to happen, a big inning.
Even with 2 outs here, we can. I mean, these kids are definitely can do it.
I think in their 3rd inning, they got about 3 or 4 of those runs with 2 outs. Bases were loaded. There's a hit that's going to get through as a single, so Evan Munoz is going to hold up at second. Garrick Morris, 2 for 3 today with a single right there. Moves Evan over to second. He stays at first, and Braden Williams up to bat. Braden Williams is very easily capable of hitting a double to the fence.
Yeah, Mitchell out there in left field definitely getting some working out today.
Yeah, he is, you know. So we got Braden Williams with an opportunity here with 2 on. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning with Big Rig, Bryson Diaz on deck.
And Riggs struck out twice his last 2 times, so I bet he's coming in with some anger.
Yeah, he got himself a little momentum on the mound, and he's probably feeling a little bit better now. So
he had some that momentum and also that that adrenaline rush.
Yeah. So Schwartz still on the mound for the Lobos. Braden Williams up to bat. There's a hit. Let's see if he gets past the second base. He's able to scoop it up for a ground out, so they get Braden Williams out at first. So Mustangs get 1 there, going in the top of the 5th inning, down 3-9, which is shocking. And let's see if Bryson Diaz coming back on the mound can hold the Monahan Lobos so our bats can chip away.
Yep, up for the Lobos, Burrow, Milleron, and Crosco.
Yeah, and you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5, KACTradio.com. I'm Dimitri Figueroa, and here with Gavin, live streaming with Mike Hudson over here, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Andrews on senior night. We said it earlier, you only got 2 chances to catch your senior Mustangs in a Andrews Mustang uniform here at home tonight, and
I think it's next Tuesday. We'll be in Seminole on Friday.
Next Tuesday.
And then Tuesday we'll be Seminole come visit us, and then playoff time.
Yeah, we'll close out district play next Tuesday against Seminole.
Yeah, hopefully on top. That makes a difference, being on top or second, because that determines who you're going to play in the other district.
Yeah,
right?
there's some state-ranked teams up there.
Yeah, well, I guess we would go north first, right?
We would go north.
Yeah, so and if we're first, we'll get one of the lower seeds. But if we're second or third, I think we'll be playing Canyon Randall, somebody like that.
Something like that. If we get the 1 seed, we'll probably play some of those El Paso teams.
Yeah.
Probably down in Alpine.
That's where we went last year, right? First round we went Alpine. Second round, was that Snyder?
That was up at Lubbock against Snyder.
Yep, Snyder knocked us out in the second round, or was it the third round?
I don't remember.
I can't remember
One
either,
of those rounds.
Yeah.
The Bryson Diaz on the hill for your Mustangs.
Yeah, he left the mound in the previous inning with the fist pump, so he was feeling it. See if he can keep that going as we have who do we got up to bat? We got Burrow up to bat for the Monahans. Watches the first pitch strike down over the plate. So Bryson Diaz, Big Rig, number 19. He's a big boy. He has a sleeve on his right arm, black sleeve, and he's bringing it.
And he's junior.
Junior,
Talking about that leadership from him. He reminds me of a senior. I always thought he was a senior.
He really does, but he has that kind of leadership and that kind of mentality. But he's only a junior, so we'll have the courtesy of watching him at least another year.
And need his leadership.
Yeah, and his leadership, because he's ready to step in as Tuck, Morris, and Raleigh all graduate and stuff. This is going to be Bryson's team, And I know he's excited, and I'm excited because there's a pitch, hard pitch down the middle for strike 2. So, yeah, I'm excited for him to be able to step up. And
it'll be good to see that.
Yeah, it really is. So, he's been good to the younger kids. So.
And he really is a leader. I know we had an incident with some school kids, and he brought a lot of people together to gather around him.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. You're right. So he's not just a leader on baseball field. He's a leader out in school.
In the school.
He's the one that led that that incident, led the prayer, led the meetup and stuff, and that was all Bryson Diaz.
He contacted those adults, said, "Hey, come help us." And yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So his
That's
leadership,
what you like to see.
Yeah, love to see it. And those new guys coming up from the JV, JV1, JV2,
they're gonna need that kind of leadership.
they are.
Yep.
So
one out.
One out here. We're same.
Yeah.
Same
One out
thought.
here. Yeah, one out here in the top of the 5th inning as Bryson Diaz is rolling. He just misses that one outside for ball 1. So I don't know if Bureau was able to was going to ever catch up to that fastball that he threw on that strike 3. So now we got Miller up to bat, the 9-hole hitter, and then Schwarb on deck.
Schwarb having a good night for Monahans.
Yep. And that's really where we've been killed those 2 innings is we can get through this bottom half, but that top of the lineup, we need to make sure Bryson can roll through that and keep this pitching up through them.
Bryson, every time he gets to about 2 balls, 3 balls, he'll take that stroll around the mound,
Get himself what we call a reset, kind of reset the mindset, and I've missed 2 in a row, so let me reset and let's go hit the strike zone now.
Someone had to teach him that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a smart thing to do.
It really is. It's a slow windup right here, but he lets it go. Just misses outside for ball 3. So that one he was real slow windup.
It was like a Nestor Cortez, nasty Nestor.
Yeah. So 3 balls, no strikes, and those walks and hit by pitches have come back and got us in this game. So I wouldn't like to see a free ride here. See if we can battle back 1 pitch at a time here.
Batter calls timeout. Give Diaz another chance to reset.
Yeah, Miller on 1 for 2. I think he started the rally of the last inning as he got on, and then Schwarb and Salcedo were able to hit him in. There's a ball over the plate for strike 1. So battling back. Let's see if he can battle back. 2 more strikes is what he needs here.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Mustangs down 9-3 against Monahans.
Yep. They have 9 hits. We have 7. So we're not really getting. There's another strike right there over the plate for strike 2. So he's battled back right here to make it a full count. See if he can go punch him out right here. One thing else I noticed, he was in the windup with those first 3 balls. Then he changes it up, goes through the stretch, and now he's thrown 2 strikes in a row. So that's some experience right there by him. Here comes the payoff pitch here on Miller on.
With no one on.
There it is. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Down 3-0 to Miller on, and he battled back 1 pitch at a time and got 3 straight strikes for 2 strikeouts in a row. And out number 2 here in the top of the 5th inning.
And you're going to like this update. Baseball score, Seminole 4, Pecos 8.
Oh, wow. They beat them earlier they beat them last time, so they're going for 2 in a row right here. So
that's after 4.
Man, Seminole's falling off, so that would help us out if our score holds, but we don't want ours to hold. There's a swing and a miss for Schwarb on for strike 1. So 3 straight balls on the previous batter, then he throws 3 straight strikes and starts this batter off with a strike. So he's feeling it.
Yeah, and the team really feeds off of his energy there, like Garrick Morris.
Yeah, there you go. There's a swing and a miss.
And you can tell Diaz is feeling it.
He's throwing it hard. If I had a radar, man, I'd love to be able to tell you how hard he's throwing. He's got to be in the 80s, high 80s.
I would imagine that when we come out to bat, that there's going to be a big number put on in our half inning.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because we're there. Oh, that one just misses high. Bryson does a little hop and that signature pat on his chest, like, yep. I missed. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Schwarb, who's been a pest today, getting on base.
Yeah, big time.
Yep. So there's another ball outside, trying outside for ball 2. But yeah, I think he's been on all 3 times. He's scored 3 times. 2 walks and one hit. So
see, it seems like the team's momentum shifts some when Diaz is on.
Yes.
To the positive.
Yeah, you're right. And then. And with the leadership like that, it also does it in the negative. And I'm not saying he's ever showed it negative, but that's the kind of power you have as a leader on a team. You know what I mean? So here comes the 2-2 pitch. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. There's a
nice to Evan. Oh,
Evan
he let it bounce.
He had to short hop it, and he gets him out at first. So that one looked like it was a soft line drive. He was gonna catch it, but it short hopped into his glove, and he had to make a dart for a throw to get him out, to get Schwarb out, and he did. So Evan gets him out, but
that was a little feisty play by the
yeah,
shortstop.
that was, he's got a cannon. We've seen it a few times.
So no runs come across. Thankfully, you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 and KACTradio.com. I'm Gavin here with Dimitri, hoping to turn things around this half inning. See you back in 1 minute.
See if he can take that
Yes,
appearance that he's
turn
having on the
around.
mound and put it at the plate, right?
Mike Patsy Sullen says your replays are awesome. Keep it up.
Oh, replays, huh? There, see, that ball was in the other box, and they call a strike on there, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So Schwarb's gotten that all day long, and that just throws our batters off. But I guess we got to adjust if he's calling it all day long. So there's a no balls, one strike here on Bryson Diaz. There's a foul ball, comes back to the backstop. So just like that, Bryson's down 0-2, and he's going to have to battle and be prepared to swing at that outside pitch. So here comes the 0-2 pitch on Big Rig. See if he can change his luck here at the plate, as he struck out twice already today. There's a foul ball over our heads. And
staying alive.
Staying alive. That's what you want to do when you got 2 strikes. Staying alive.
Schwarb at 63 pitches. Actually doing a great job from on the hands. I always like to give credit
where credit's due, right?
And he's done an outstanding job.
You're right. So here comes the 1-2 pitch. That ball's inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Diaz as he's working the count, making the pitcher work. Yeah, you got to, and that's like I said, that's baseball. You got to tip your hat to the other player sometimes. And so here comes the 2-2 pitch as Schwarb, the left-handed pitcher for the Lobos, is in his windup.
And he's taking a long windup.
Yeah, he is, and here comes. He battles it off again. We always say that the longer the at-bat goes, the advantage it goes to the batter. So maybe he'll get his pitch here in a minute, and he'll be able to drive one up the middle.
You're right. We saw that in the previous game where Garrett Morris did that. He had an 11-hit at-bat.
Yeah, you're right.
Ended up getting a double off of it.
Yeah, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Bryson Diaz leading us off. Big Rig. The ball was low. They called it. I guess they called a strike. So on strike 3, the umpire doesn't move until for about 10 seconds. But that ball looked like low and outside. They call it a strike 3 as it was a curveball.
So Big Rig down 0-3 for the night.
Yeah, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, and he was not happy with that call. But
he's like, let me have that one when I'm up there.
Yeah, you're right. He'll remember that.
Cooper Iverson coming up 2 for 2 for the night.
Yeah, he's had a big game. But we gotta be able to put the hits up behind him.
And 2 big fly balls to the same spot.
There's another one.
Oh, that one
Let's see
might
if
be
it goes
gone.
over the left fielder's head, and he's able to scoop it
he
up.
turns around.
Yeah, you know, with Cooper going deep, he catches it for out number 2. But with Cooper going deep the previous 2 times, that left fielder was basically playing warning track, and he didn't have to move.
Didn't
too
even
much.
have to move.
Yeah. So that was a shot that you want, but as you push them back, then you know that's where it helps the singles land in front of them.
Yeah.
So here goes Dalen Jeffcoats, who's I think 0 for 2, but he reached on an error, and I think he got an RBI on that one. I don't know if it gives him an RBI as it's an error, but trying to start something with 2 as Dalen Jeffcoats.
He's one of those young leaders on the team that leading our averages.
Yeah, leading averages, and he starts off swinging with the foul ball to the right side. So.
You know when Mama's in the stand saying, let's go, it's time to go.
She hears it. We talk to the kids after the games, and we're like, do y'all hear us? They're all, yeah, we hear y'all. So, no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dalen Jeffcoats trying to start something with 2 with Aiden Olivas looming on deck. There's a foul ball.
Fouled off that breaking ball that struck out Bryson Diaz. Crowd here is willing Dalen just to get a base hit. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Time winding down.
Yeah.
Mustangs down 9-3.
Schwarb got him with an inside curveball last time. See if he can. He's looking for that. I bet you're looking for a curveball. Maybe outside like he threw Bryson. Here it is. That ball is going to deep to the right side. The right fielder is going to camp underneath it. He misses it. It's going to the fence. As Dalen is rounding third. Yeah, the second baseman's getting the ball. He throws it third, but Dalen stands up at third for a triple. And so he gets on with a triple. I'm not sure if they would call that one a hit or an error.
They called it a hit.
They called it a hit, so I'll give him a triple on that one. As that was a hard hit ball to the right fielder, and he just kept having to trail back, and he wasn't able to catch it. And Dalen's holding his hands like as if that came off his hands.
He let that one travel deep on the plate before he swung in that. Usually those opposite side hits like that, you got to let that baseball travel deep in the zone.
You're right. So let's see if we can cash it in as we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dalen on third. Aiden will leave us up to bat, and he watches that first one low for ball 1.
Keep chipping away, Mustangs.
Chipping away is what we're looking for. Just keep chipping away.
Hey, we got to hear those horns out in the outfield.
You know, we're home. We got the hammer, so if we could chip away, maybe these fans are sticking around for something exciting tonight.
Yeah, something like that. Those horns got to be going off.
There's a ball that's going to second baseman's trailing back, and he's going to catch it as a pop fly, just shallow right field, and they get out of it unscathed out of that bottom of the 5th inning. So Mustangs put nothing up, going into the top of the 6th inning, down 9-3. And let's see if Bryson can keep that momentum coming up, and our bats will wake up eventually. So you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 at KACTradio.com. I'm Dimitri Figueroa here with Gavin Ortiz, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
To Andrews Mustang Baseball here in the top of the 6th inning. Monahan's leading 9-3. Monahan sitting in last place in the district. Your Mustangs in first place, but good news, Seminole out there getting beat by Pecos in Pecos.
Yeah. Fort Stockton is another one we need to watch. If we keep losing, they keep losing. This might be a jumbled mess up at the top of the district.
You're right.
Bryson Diaz doing his his routine right there on the backside of the mound. He does a quick little prayer. And now he's stepping on the rubber as we have Rodriguez. No, this is Salcedo up to bat for the Monahan's Lobos, he's 2 for 2. Couple RBIs. He don't have no RBIs, but he's scored a run before. So there's a first pitch strike on the outside corner. So they gave us that outside right there for strike one. So
you're talking about that Fort Stockton. Greenwood's beating them 11-5.
So that's what we need, right? Well, yeah.
That was the last update we got.
So here comes the 0-1 pitch on Salcedo. There's a swing and a miss for strike two. Bryson Diaz still feeling it.
I'm still waiting to see LT go out there and do burpees. If you missed it earlier in the broadcast, umpire had to duck. Looked like he was doing burpees out there.
Yeah, he did, and it was funny looking.
Hard line drive.
He did, yeah. There's a pitch that should have been strike three, but called ball one. I guess it might have been high, missed high. I guess I don't know.
Batter looked at the umpire. Was like, "What are you gonna call?"
Yeah, and I gotta hesitate because he gives those 10-second delay calls. So
hey, Monahan's got some nice shiny helmets. So I've been noticing those things
shining.
shining.
They are shining. Different color green than their jersey though.
I'm colorblind. It looks the same to me. Looks brown.
Yeah, their helmets are about the color of the grass. Their green is their jerseys is a brighter green.
Speaking of that, Andrews ISD maintenance doing good
Looking
job
good,
keeping
man.
it green. Nice stripes on there.
And the swing and a miss for strike three. So Bryson Diaz starting this inning off with a strikeout. Yeah, man, this field it's come in. It's looking good. The infield, the outfield's looking green. The dirt looks great. They're maintaining this field.
Yeah, they want the best for the players here. A little bit of rain helps the grass stand up.
Yeah, you don't have very many grass fields anymore.
No.
Right, they're all turf. They're all they're easy to maintain, But Coach Morris is proud of this grass field, and when it looks like this, I'm proud of it too.
So you're saying he needs to tell Coach Boswell to keep the grass field?
Keep it
in case the bond goes through.
Yeah, yeah, right. Well, if we can keep it looking like this, like Coach Morris takes care of it, and the maintenance crew takes care of this field. So kudos to them, right?
Yep. So one out here, top of the sixth inning.
Shortstop Rodriguez up to bat. He's 1 for 2. He has 2 RBIs, a walk and a strikeout. There's a swing and a miss. As Rodriguez swings that pink bat, not able to make connection with the ball. Bryson's throwing some strikes. He's throwing some hard strikes. How many strikeouts does Bryson have already? He's already has 4 strikeouts in only 1.2 innings.
Yeah,
so
he's only come in.
He's faced 5 batters and he has 4 strikeouts. There's a ball inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Rodriguez. They're the Monahan's Lobos shortstop. So he's right now, Bryson's going through the meat of the order that's put damage on us today for the first time. And there's a ball low and outside, misses outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Mustangs running out of time here as we need to chip away at a trailing 3-9. Comes the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and just fouls it off for strike 2. Everybody regrouping. Tuck went and got that ball, getting it back to the umpire. Bryson.
And it's turned out to be a nice evening, Dimitri.
It really has. The wind's not blowing too bad. I think it was, in the 90s today.
Yeah, we were the hottest place in America, I believe. I saw that graphic.
I believe it. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Way outside, but with some speed, but way outside for ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And, with his 4 strikeouts, he has 1 walk already. So we don't want to add to that.
Well,
see if we can throw it over the plate, make him hit it.
And we don't want to add any base runners on. Monahan's been really
handing
it to us when they got runners on.
Yeah, they've cashed in on those. So here's a full count. There's a pitch fouled off to the right side, out of play. We'll run it back with a full count here on Rodriguez. I think I hear Lisa out there saying, come get him, bud. So let's go get him right here, Bryson.
Yeah, big crowd here tonight on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. But the weather's too nice to not be out here watching baseball.
It really is. Softball going on over there. I don't know that final score.
Yeah, the varsity's already done. I don't know. They've already racked up second place, I believe, in their district. Here's full count. Pitch. Here's a ground ball. Gary Morris is kind of going to go in the hole. He knocks it down, gets him out at first. So not an easy play for Gary Morris as he had to go good 15 feet to his left on a hard-hit ground ball. He was able to knock it down, pick it up, and make that throw to first for out number 2. So
yeah, you're right. He had a long ways to shuffle, really.
Yeah, he did.
And the ball hits him in the chest, hits the ground, picks it right back up, throws to Jeff Coates.
Yep, for out number 2. So out number 2 in the top of the 6th inning. Montez coming up to bat for the for Monahans. He's 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs. He had that big RBI double in the 2nd inning or in the 3rd inning. I think it was in the 1st inning, and then he had another RBI single in the 3rd inning.
Diaz firing that baseball in for ball 1.
1 ball. No strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Mustangs trailing 3-9. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Bryson, not very many swing and hits against Bryson today. You know, that's kind of a weird stat sheet right there. You know, Monahans has only out hit us by 1.
Yeah.
And they have 2 errors. And we're down by 6, you know?
Yeah, it is pretty interesting there.
Yeah. There's a pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. That was a hard fastball for Bryson Diaz. He's bringing it. He's feeling good. He's got Montez down 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Working from the windup. Comes the 1-2 pitch. He check swing, barely fouled it off to the backstop for another life there.
Yeah, the people down there by the fence flinching. I always laugh at those people who flinch when there's a net there.
Yeah, well, you've probably laughed at me a couple times then, because I ain't gonna say I'm immune to that. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs on Montez. Here comes that slow windup for Big Rig, and he lets it go, and it goes outside. So, yeah, that slow windup, it's like he tells that pitcher, that batter, I dare you to hit this, you know.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. Almost telling him, it's a fastball, you hit it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
I think Coach T is down there working that mic. Man, when that baseball hits that glass down there, it is super loud. That's why we sit up here.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I've heard it's super loud. Coach T down there, you know, he's had every one of these players out there down in middle school. We were in Monahans, and they did teacher appreciation. You know, and we were talking to some of the kids and asking, who would y'all use? And all 3 of the ones I was talking to said Coach T.
Oh, I bet.
You know,
without a doubt.
Without a doubt, no hesitation. They're all Coach T. I was like, I believe it. There's a hit up the middle.
Evans going to have to come.
Yeah,
doesn't get to it.
Squeezes up the middle for a single up to Aiden Olivas. So that's a ground ball right over second base. Makes it to Aiden Olivas for a 2-out single for Monahans. And now they have Mitchell coming up to bat.
You're right. You know, we're having I spoke about earlier, our Fellowship of Christian Athletes football game.
Yep.
And Coach Tiarina was the only one of 2 middle school coaches selected to coach in it.
I believe it. That he's been a godsend over there down in the middle school area. Everybody. Yeah. Hadn't heard a kid say they don't like him.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Kids, adults, teachers.
He impacts them more than just in the football field in school. He impacts their lives. So as Bryson Diaz throws one over the plate against Mitchell for strike 1. Mitchell's 0 for 3.
Diaz looking in, no balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Pitch fouled off to the dugout. Monahans with a runner on first. Andrews down 9-3 here in the top of the 6th inning. So on senior night, the outs are winding down for your Mustangs. Need to get something going with the sticks.
So no balls, 2 strikes. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Bryson Diaz strikes out the side there. Or no, he gets 2 strikeouts there. And we're going into the bottom of the 6th inning, still trailing 3-9. We got Jay Sean DeBose coming up, Evan Munoz, and Kate Adam. No, and then Hagen Tuck up to bat after that. So you're listening to the Andrews Mustang Baseball here on KCT Radio, FM 105.5 and KCTRadio.com. I'm Dimitri Figueroa here with Gavin Ortiz and Mike Hudson doing the live stream for us. So we'll be back in 1 minute.
And welcome back to Andrews Mustang Baseball. Going through some standings here. Dimitri brought up a great point, man. If Coach Bueno out there in Pecos continues to win, he's going to be sitting in second place.
Second place. They'll have the sweep over Seminole because they beat them last on Friday.
And the tiebreaker.
And the tiebreaker, yeah. So they'll have that over Seminole, and then we split with Pecos. So if we come in a tie, I don't know if that goes by run differential or what. So
I'm already getting a headache.
Yeah, there's gonna be a jumbled mess on the top if this score hangs true and their score hangs true. So we got Jay Sean coming up to bat, who's 1 for 2, I believe, or is he 2 for 2? 1 for 2.
1 for 2. He had that single.
1 for 2, single into right field. Moved Aiden and Levis over to third. So.
Oh, sprinklers coming on. Coach Moore has got the timers going. Oh, we were talking about the maintenance crew. I don't think that's Coach
the maintenance
Moore.
Crew. Hey, this grass doesn't stay green for no reason.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? So
pitcher's getting wet. Coach Morris looking to go to the pump somewhere. Who's got the pump?
Somebody had to cool this Monahan's team off, right?
Yeah, that may be the Black Cat situation for Monahan.
Yeah, you're right. We can only hope. Somebody's running over there to that. Let's hope the field doesn't get too wet right here.
It gets dangerous when the water gets on that plate there.
Yeah,
and if you're watching from the live stream, you're in luck because you get to see it.
Yeah, you
Thanks
are.
to
You
Mike
are.
Hudson.
You do get to see it. You got to see this mishap we just had. It's kind of the game starts at 7. It's kind of a testament to how dominant we've been at home, right here, because we hadn't had the sprinklers come on us.
No,
all the games have been over before this time. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You know what I mean?
I think they were set like, they're going to rule them, but
yeah.
The testament to Monahan's too for
making it a game. You know what I mean? Or taking this game so far. So
I got a Seminole update. Seminole 4, Pecos 8 after 5. Coach Bueno tearing it up.
He's got that Pecos team in check right now. So there it goes. Now the sprinkler heads are deflated.
Hey, the Black Cat situation has occurred here. If you know what I'm talking about, go watch it on YouTube. The Dallas Cowboys were down to the Giants.
To the Giants. That Black Cat come out and then think we come back and win.
Come back and win.
I'm part of that team.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan too. So hopefully that's our Black Cat moment.
Yeah, with Jay Sean up to bat, let's see if he can start something right here in the bottom of the 6th. The Mustangs are down to their last 3 outs. So the countdown starts and see if we can get some couple rallies going on.
Yeah, last 6 out actually.
6 outs. Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
That's what you meant.
That's what I meant.
Because you said 7th.
Yeah.
You scared me there.
Yeah, I meant 6 outs and just making sure you were listening to me. Or somebody else can correct me on Voice of the Mustang Baseball Facebook page.
Yeah, they're just watching too. No, not so much commenting going on. There's a pitch to Jay Sean.
There's a high fly ball that might be trouble. All the outfielders are running to it. The center fielder calls it and it drops. Jay Sean gets to first. So that one, they both the center fielder and the right fielder had to run a long way for it. Center fielder tried to call him off, but he had overran it and it fell behind him. And Jay Sean is on first base with some speed.
And there's the horns we've been looking for.
Yeah,
Fire them up.
The sprinklers come out. We start with the hit, and then the horns come out. So let's see if the runs will come out now.
That's what we need right there. keep going here because we are at the bottom of the lineup. After this is Hagen Tuck in the top.
Yeah, so 1 for 2 right here. Evan Munoz, he had an RBI single his last at bat, scoring Aiden Olivas. So there's a shot to left field, but the left fielder's still playing deep.
He's playing
and he
deep.
didn't have to move, and he catches that ball. That might be one of Evan's harder hits, but that left fielder's playing so deep because he's been burnt a couple of times. He didn't have to move much to catch that ball. So 1 out. Jake Sean's still on first with some speed. And I said it last time, Hagen Tuck with the uncharacteristic hitless game so far. Still stuck on 100, right?
Still stuck on 100. Maybe we should take that post down.
Yeah, if he doesn't get on here, I might make it.
I'm going to tell him we're taking it down.
And we'll never mention it again. There's a first pitch ball, low and outside for ball 1. So Jay Sean with some speed over there. As I said, I'd like to see him take a base because he has super speed is what we call it, so they don't.
No one's really covering either, so.
Yeah. So there's a Tug, ground ball up the middle, second baseman. He juggles it. Jay Sean's in there. They barely get him out at second as the second baseman juggled it and was able to get Jay Sean with his speed, barely get him at second base, which should have been a routine out, but Jay Sean made it a play.
Tug gets on by a fielder's choice.
Yeah, now they're going to courtesy run him with Jet Fisher. So as he's the catcher with 2 outs. So.
And now your Mustangs are down to their last 4 outs.
Yeah, with Garrick Morris he's 2 for 3 today. He had a double and a single. He had a double in his first at bat, and then he had a single his last at bat. So see if we can hit Jet Fisher around right here. We really need some hits to string together right here. There's a swing and a foul ball. He gets it off the end of his bat, just kind of trickles over there towards the first base dugout.
And those swings hurt.
Yeah, they do.
Last time I really swung a bat competitive play was in high school, and I still remember those. Hitting it off the end of your bat.
Yeah, you do.
Man,
yeah,
they'll hurt.
They do.
So when my sons shake it off, I know exactly what it feels like. Man, that hurts.
And there's, batting gloves have gotten better, but there's no batting glove that's going to stop that vibration.
I think I use leaves.
Leaves. There's a hit to right field, and looks like it's going to land foul. But so the 2 foul balls right there for Garrick Morris. Now he's down 0-2, walking back to his bat. Jeff Fisher was going. He was ready to score on that one, but it was just foul.
Really need something going here for your Mustangs. Down 9-3 with time winding down on senior night.
Yep. Got a senior right here up to bat, and Garrick Morris. Jeff Fisher over there on first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He battled that one off just barely. That was an off-speed pitch. Yeah, caught Garrick Morris out way in front of it, but he was just got a piece of that ball for to battle it off.
You could just hear the nick of the ball hitting the bat.
You're right. So we'll run it back with a no balls, 2-strike count right here on Garrick Morris. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mustangs still trailing 3-9, trying to get some hits strung together, get some RBIs as he watches that pitch way high and outside for ball 1.
So Morris keeping it alive here, trying to keep it going with 2 outs.
Yeah, and Braden Williams 0 for 3, and Bryson Diaz 0 for 3. They're due. So if we can get them up to bat, they're due for a hit, and I'd like to see them come up with some runners on. Swing and a miss on an off-speed for strike 3, and out number 3 in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Bottom of the 6th inning. We're headed to the top of the 7th. Your Mustangs are down 9-3. Mustangs down to their last 3 outs on senior night. You're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball on KACT FM 105.5 at KACT Radio with Mike Hudson today, live streaming on the Voice of Andrews Mustang Baseball Facebook. We'll be back in 1 minute. Mustang baseball. Here in the top of the 7th inning, your Mustangs need to get some bats going, need to get some runs across just to tie it. Maybe walk it off. Who knows?
That's what's going to have to happen if we're going to come away with the win. It's going to have to be a walk-off.
At first, Bryson Diaz is going to have to continue to throw a gem here on the rubber. Monahan's is 9 runs on 10 hits. Mustangs 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors, 2 errors for Monahan's.
So Bryson's come in and he's pitched well. I think he has 5 strikeouts already. He's allowed no runs. Let me see. Yeah, he has 6 strikeouts already, 1 walk. He's only allowed 1 hit in 2 2/3 innings.
All right, we're going to need those horns here. Every strikeout.
Yep.
Every good play, every out. Umpire's calling you to turn your lights off.
Yeah, out there in right center, turn your lights off. Cooper Iverson.
Cooper's waving at you.
Doing the YMCA as he as he's waving at that. There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
So Bryson, we talked earlier how he's come in, I think 3 appearances. He's had 1 inning, 2 innings, 1 inning. This is his longest outing. He's done 2 2/3 already, so he's looking to go over 3 innings here.
Yeah,
and
49 pitches.
Yeah.
Most he's pitched this year.
Yeah, and he's looking good. He hasn't lost any speed yet, as that one speeds by at Tuck for ball 1. But so he hasn't lost any speed. So he showed the stamina that I was hoping to see in his outing, knowing he's going to have to go 3 or 4 innings here. So started this one off with a ball 1 here on Hayden Montgomery, who had a big double earlier. I think he had the bases clearing double as he watches strike 1 right there on the inside corner of the plate for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Hayden. Then you got Urenga, their DH on deck, and Burrow, their first baseman, in the hole. There's a ball high and inside for ball 1 or ball 2. Bryson gets 2 balls, does his routine where he walks around the mound, takes his time to get back on there. Might even switch from the windup to the stretch.
Yeah, with no one on, sometimes you need that.
Yeah, you just kind of change your. It's a baseball's a game of routine, right? And if it's not working, you kind of change it, adjust, right? So here's that slow windup, fastball.
Just
he does that
misses
slow,
that corner.
Fastball outside. So 3 balls, 1 strike. When he does that real slow windup, he's kind of been missing outside. So 3 balls, 1 strike here on Montgomery for the Lobos. Bryson's been able to hold him scoreless in the last 2 innings.
Monahan's trying to play spoiler here.
Yeah, and so there's a pitch for a strike on strike 2, so full count. Bryson Diaz needs to go at him, Make him hit it is what I say. If he hits it, tip your hat. So throw one over the plate right here. Make him hit it. There it is. Misses high and outside for ball 4. So leadoff walk right there for Montgomery. Bryson's 2nd walk of the game.
And Monahan's with no outs has their lead runner on, looking to add to their total.
Yeah, they got Urenga coming up to bat, their DH. With the leadoff walk here in the top of the 7th inning, they're trying to add some insurance runs. We're trying to keep them scoreless so we can come back and get 7 in the bottom of the 7th inning. That's what we want.
We'll need it. We've scored 7 before this year.
Yeah, in an inning. Yep.
Yep, in 1 inning.
We scored against those Monahan Lobos in the 4th inning last game. We scored 6, so that would at least keep the game going. As Bryson starts this at bat with the ball. And the 1 ball, no strike. There's a swing and a foul ball to the third base dugout as Urenga's a left-handed batter. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Urenga.
I was at that Rockhounds game the other night. I was in the dugout during the 3rd inning. Foul ball comes in, hits me right in the back.
Oh, man. At least it's the back and not the head.
It was, man. It was moving.
That ball is foul ball off to the bullpen on the third base side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Urenga. Bryson's ahead in this one, so he can open up his toolkit, throw anything he wants, see if he can get Uranga to chase.
Thankfully, that ball hit the grass like it just did that one.
Yeah, also, yeah. I'd like to see a high fastball right over the plate. See if you can get Uranga chasing right here.
Let's see if it
So that ball wasn't a line drive to the back. It was a bouncer.
No, it was a bouncer, and
that was inside. Hard throw. Oh, they struck him out. That was way inside. You know, I would have. Thank you, umpire. I thought that was a ball. Called a third strike.
I already had it a ball on my game changer.
Yeah, called third strike, and we'll take it with Bryson Diaz getting out number 1 on a strikeout. So after a leadoff walk, he strikes out Uranga with Milleron. Is that who's coming up to bat?
Burrow.
Yeah, Burrow then Milleron, huh? Yeah. So Burrow up to bat. He's 0 for 3 with the strikeout.
Actually, it's a sub here.
Oh, this is a pinch hitter.
Yeah,
number
pinch
14.
hitter. 24.
24. So we got
Mendoza coming
Brandon
in.
Mendoza watches the first pitch strike right there. Right over the fastball, right over the plate. So Mendoza batting for Barrow. There's a foul ball right into the dugout. Looks like that hit the trainer, their bookkeeper, right over there. Maybe the bucket she's sitting on. Look, she's hiding. She's going to hide behind the fence right there.
Said nope.
So that hard foul ball amounts to strike number 2 here on Mendoza. So no ball. That's 8 strikeouts already in only three innings and 3 1/3 innings. So 9, 10. And this is Milleron up to bat. Yeah.
Instead of all.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining us, 9-3, Mustangs down, top 7, 2 outs here. Monahan's trying to score that lead runner.
There's a first pitch, foul ball off to the right side, way out of play. That's going to be a long strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike here on, who we got, Milleron?
Yeah, the catcher
Milleron. Here on Milleron. So no balls, 1 strike here on Milleron, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Montgomery on first. There's a
nice
fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Bryson Diaz, just like that, has 2 strikes here on Milleron.
If you want Mike Hudson to come stream that Seminole game, just tell us in the chat and we'll invite him back.
Yeah, Seminole's not too far of a drive. There, Montgomery was off running, and he gets in. He steals the base as he had been stranded on first for the last probably 15 pitches, and he kind of catches us without knowing he was going to go. But really, that runner doesn't matter. Let's get this batter right here, as we got 1 ball, 2 strikes on him, 2 outs.
I don't think we need to invite Mike. I think he has an open invitation.
Yeah, he does, yeah. Mike has that open invitation to come any game. 1-2 pitch.
Oh, Diaz
Ball
slips
way
off
outside.
the rubber.
Yeah.
Looks like his cleat got caught.
Yeah, he's going to go fill that hole right there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Mustangs trying to hold them to no runs here in the 7th inning, so we only have to get 6 to keep the game going in our bottom of the inning. Milleron up to bat, who's 1 for 3. He has 1 strikeout. There's a swing and a miss for strike number 3 as Bryson racks up his 9th strikeout in 10 batters. So Mustangs going into the bottom of the 7th inning. If we're going to win with the walk-off, and hopefully that's what happens here on senior night. We're coming up to bat with Braden Williams, Bryson Diaz, and Cooper Iverson coming up to the plate. So you're listening to Andrews Mustang Baseball here on KCT FM 105.5 and KCTradio.com. I'm Dimitri Figueroa, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Mustang baseball down 9-3, bottom of the 7th inning. Dimitri, we need 6 runs to tie, 7 runs to walk it off.
Yeah, 6 runs, we get some free baseball. 7 runs, we get a W. I'd rather take that W here.
I would too, and Braden Williams up for the big task to start this rally here. He's over 3 tonight.
Yeah.
Followed by Cooper Iverson on deck. Looks like Cole Iverson's on deck.
Is that Cole? Yeah, Cole's going to bat for Bryson. So that would be Braden Williams, then Cole, Cooper's little brother, on deck, and he's got power. And then we have, I think it'll be Cooper Iverson following up after him. So Iverson squared is what I would say. Iverson twice.
And Swarb still on the mound for Monaghan's, wheeling and throwing a gem tonight. 82 pitches.
Yes, so he's gone six innings, going into the 7th on only 82 pitches, and there's a first pitch strike. Yeah, he's not throwing hard, but he's got that outside corner, and he's placing it well with his off-speed pitch. And like you mentioned earlier, Pecos gave us trouble with an off-speed pitch, and Schwarb seems to be doing the same thing, but from the left side. So, no balls, 1 strike here on Braden Williams. There's a
he wanted that one.
He went. He just a little too patient right there. I think no balls, 2 strikes. So now he's going to be on battle mode, and this is where Schwarb's kind of had us off balanced, as he can throw anything in his toolkit here, and he's had us guessing. There, see, and there's a swing and bunt right there. That's a rose foul for Braden Williams, but that was it. He had Braden off balance, reaching out over there into the other side of the box to battle it off, and now we're going to have to run back with an 0-2 pitch, and he's still ahead. Yep. Braden's going to be looking for something like that again.
Yeah, he's going to be looking for this. Wouldn't be surprised if Swarb fires a fastball up high.
Yeah, you're right. You know, Braden. Yeah, let's go. Braden taking his time. He's regrouping here as he ran all the way to first, hoping to get on that swing and bunt that went foul, but he kind of hugging the plate now, expecting that outside pitch. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a foul ball out of play, so he's battling. He's battling.
He's keeping it alive with no outs here.
Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes. You know, no outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Mustangs on our last lifeline. I think, what game was it? Greenwood, where they come back and they scored like 10 runs on us in their last lifeline. So it can happen. And we're a good enough team to make it happen.
They made that one interesting.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping to do as well. So
smart
play. Braden calls time. Pitcher was taking his time. He steps back into the box. No balls, 2 strikes still. Schwarb has everything that he can throw. 4 pitches to play with is what I say. There it is, and they call it. They ring him up, man. And we got to protect that. That's happened. That's been called. That was called on Bryson Diaz.
Garrick Morris. Braden Williams. So Cole Iverson stepping in for Bryson Diaz.
Yes, Cole Iverson up here. This is so we got Iverson, the Iverson brothers, one up to bat, one on deck. So let's see if we can start something here with 1 out now.
Cole Iverson switching from JV1 to varsity, kind of moving up and down.
Yep, so here's Cole with a big pinch hit spot right here. He has the power, and he watches that one inside for ball 1. So Cole Iverson, he hasn't had a ton of at-bats this season.
Swarb looking in. Iverson staring back. Here comes the pitch.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball. Second baseman's going back. He's camping underneath it, and he catches it for out number 2. So just like that, Mustangs down to their last out with Cooper Iverson coming up to bat. Dalen Jeffcoat's on deck. He's 2 for 3 today.
Yeah, big fly. All 3 of his fly balls to that left fielder who's already at the warning track.
Yeah, he's at the warning track, so you know, and look, the center fielder moving on to the left. So if he can stay inside the ball and maybe hit something out to the right side, that they're opening it up for him. But they know he has that power.
He's going to have to let it travel to get to the opposite side.
Yeah. You're right. There's a first pitch strike, an off-speed curveball.
You know, he wanted to swing at that first pitch. The last two at bats he did, and had a couple of big fly balls, one for an out.
Yeah. So here's the 0-1 pitch here on Cooper Iverson. 2 outs, Mustangs down to their last out, and Bryson. See, that pitch was on the outside corner, closer. I felt like closer than the one they just rung Braden up on, and they called that a ball. So he hasn't really been as consistent on the outside pitch, but he has called it. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Cooper Iverson as he watches that one go for a ball. There's a high fly ball. Center fielder's running back. That one might go over his head, and it does, and it go home run for Cooper Iverson. That one right over the 395 foot sign right there as he gives us a little life right here as we're on our last out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and he's going to touch home for his home run to make it 4-9.
Cooper Iverson clearing the center field fence.
Yep, he did. That was right over the 395. That probably went 400 as it didn't go too far over it, but it cleared the 395 sign right there.
That was out in a hurry. Let's see if this shakes Swarb up as Dalen Jeffcoats, the team leading average batter, 521 coming into today. See if he can keep it alive. Mustangs down 9-4 now.
Here's the Dalen Jeffcoats up to bat as he watches that one low for a ball.
That was really an impressive hit.
Man, that was. And that center fielder, I thought he was going to track it, and I thought, okay, it's going to land at the fence, but it cleared the fence, and, he just showed his power there. There's a foul ball that's going to.
Oh, it's going to hit the stands.
Hit the stands. So there's a little, probably about a 4 feet section where it can go over the net and into the stands, and that got it right there.
It almost hit our Mike Hudson over there, Bo Hudson over there with the butterfingers.
Yeah, the butter. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and there's a little buzz in the crowd now after that home run and then that foul ball nearly hitting somebody. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Dalen Jeffcoats.
Oh,
he wear that. Did he wear that? Ooh, he tried to. He tried to take that knee into that ball and get some base runners there, but didn't work. But it's a 2 balls now with 1 strike.
Yep, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Jeffcoats up to bat. Olivas on deck. Mustangs down to their last out on senior night.
Yep. Let's see if we can get a 2-out rally going. There's a hit out to the right side. It's going to stay fair, and it's going to land foul about 3 feet. But that's a triple waiting to happen if it was about 3 feet to the left. So after all that, Dalen's going back up to bat with a 2 ball, 2 strike count. If you're listening, you're wearing a hat, turn it upside down. Do something. Let's get our rallies going. Turn it backwards. Turn your shirt inside out, something.
Shake it up.
Shake it up. And let's get a rally, 2-out rally going right here in the bottom of the 7th inning. We need 5 to keep going, 6 to win.
So here we go. Ball's in pitcher's hand, resetting everything.
Schwarb, who's gone the distance so far for the Lobos, on the mound in the windup. Dalen Jeffcoat in the box. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. There's a hard hit ball. That's left fielder's coming up fast to try to get, and he's able to catch it as for out number 3 in the end of the ball game as Monaghan's wins 9-4, and got us. I mean, that's a case of I think we thought we were going to beat them again, beat them bad, and we didn't. We weren't able to do it. So
nope. Had a little bit of push there. Monaghan Andrews down 9-4. Scoring 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. We're chipping away.
Yeah, the thing is if you look at that box score, they win 9-4. We both had 10 hits. They had two errors. But what that tells me is we got hits probably in every inning, but 1 or 2 hits in an inning. They had 2 big hits where they put 2 big innings where they just strung hits together and put it all together and got the RBIs, right? So they came out, earned that win. And Schwarb, he definitely pitched well for them and kept us to only 4 runs.
Yeah, they really did a good job, and they're playing spoiler. They're at the bottom of the district standings there, at 2-5 now, and
Playing spoiler, right? So, well, going into the playoffs, sometimes you need a loss like that to open you up, and it doesn't matter how bad you beat a team the game before. Baseball is a funny game, and they can come back and beat you just the same.
It really is, too, whether you're on top or you're on bottom there.
Yeah, you're right. So, not a lot happening for us. Parker started in the game, went three and a third innings, 8 hits, 9 runs, 9 earned runs with 3 base on balls and 3 strikeouts. Cade come in for a quick relief appearance, and he allowed 1 hit and a few runs. So then Bryson Diaz comes in, and he throws 3 and 2/3 innings, only allowed 1 hit, but struck out 9.
I think that's going to do it. So
yeah,
your KACT player of the game,
yeah,
Bryson Diaz, striking out 9, just stopping the bleeding.
I think he faced 11 batters, striking out 9. So that if you ask him, and when I go talk to him, he's going to tell me he didn't do it at the plate, right? But when he came down and stopped it, he gave the Mustangs a chance by not allowing a run the last 3 innings or 4 innings, and gave us a chance to come and chip away, and it just didn't happen.
So that's going to do it here in Andrews. As final score, Mustangs lose 9-4 against the 2-5 Monahan Lobos.
2-5 Monahan Lobos. The good thing is we got some help with the Pecos Eagles beating Seminole, I believe, and Fort Stockton losing to Greenwood. So we're getting help, but that top of that district's going to be a jumbled
hold your
mess.
horses there. Seminole 7, Pecos 8.
Well,
after 6. So
I might have spoke too soon. So.
Seminole's trying to keep it interesting there.
So you're right. So
that's it for us here. Thanks you to all those sports boosters who make it possible to get this on the air at KCT Radio. Thanks for Mike Hudson for live streaming. Definitely had a lot of people watching that.
Yeah, that was fun. Now hopefully we get to do it again this year because I think they enjoyed it. They got to watch it live like you're watching MLB Network.
Yeah, so next up, Seminole Friday. We'll see you then. I'm Gavin here with Dimitri.
And y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.